camo uniforms. They'll be wearing their black pants and their traditional black helmets. They should look sharp tonight. Hopefully, they said they can hide that ball in that camo and make moves tonight. The Generals will have tough time picking up.
Yeah, it's going to be a game where it's a contrast of the styles. You're going to get a Scott team that likes to go quick, likes to get as many plays off as possibly can, and you've got a Winfield General team that likes to try to cut possessions in half, try to lengthen out drives and keep the ball out of the hands of a speedy offense. So it's going to be which team is able to do what they want to do. Can Scott get off to a quick start and cause Winfield to go faster, or is it going to be Winfield that's able to slow down the Scott offense?
Generals come in tonight ranked 6th in the WVSSAC high school rankings. They are 7-1. Lost the first game of the season to a AAA team, Hurricane, 63-0, but they have rolled past their opponents to this point. Skyhawks 8-0. Started off with a win over Herbert Hoover Wayne, and they have made their way through as well. Skyhawks come out ranked number 3 in the state of West Virginia. When you look at the players from Scott, we've talked a little bit about them earlier in our pregame. You got Matt Fry. On the season, already has thrown 2,540 yards, 31 touchdowns. He's 123 for 80 in passing. That's just right at a little above 68%. In the rushing department, we talked about Preston Cooper earlier. He likes 5 yards of breaking that coveted 1,000-yard mark tonight. He's got 115 attempts, 995 yards, and averages 8.65 yards per carry with 9 touchdowns. In receiving, Carson Brenninger, 53 receptions, 977 yards, 18.43 yards per reception. He has 11 touchdowns. Now, let's go to the other side of the ball. We talked about this guy, and Coach Dolan feels like he's one of the best defensive players in the state of West Virginia. David Fennessy has 84 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and a fumble recovery, and an interception. Also on the defensive end, Ty Mitchell has 80 tackles, 10 for loss, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. Skyhawks have got probably the best balanced team they've ever had in school history.
Yeah, and it all starts with that those guys up front protecting Matt Fry and giving running lanes to Preston Cooper on the offensive side. And then the same thing can be said on the other side of the football on the defensive side. Ty Mitchell and Dalton Milam both are really good in that linebacking core. And then you throw David Fennessy, the hybrid, the spur, if you want to call it, if you're familiar with those type of analogies. He can play safety, he can play linebacker, he can come off the edge. And then you've got guys like Mason Brown, a sophomore that's able to come up big at times this year. And then you add in Jax McCarty, the senior that come from a transfer from Van that come down. His 6'4", 215-pound frame is just a complete difference maker for Scott. And then you tied in with that secondary who's played extremely well. Isaiah Bush, we've seen come up with big plays this year and last year. But I think the difference maker, and I wish they'd get him more time on that side of the ball, is Braden Clark. And you have it right here, 5 interceptions on the season, and I bet you he's only played safety probably 4 games. He's able to he is the best cover guy, and being able to read the quarterback and what they want to do on the field for Scott whenever he is on the field. So getting him more opportunities in the backfield and being able to do what they need to do is going to be huge for Scott.
Defensively, he has 5 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. So that just shows what kind of caliber he can play. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Scott starting defensive lineup tonight. Starting at nose guard will be senior Danny Holston. On the right end, defensive end will be sophomore Mason Brown, and senior Trent Bice on the other side. At the outside linebackers will be senior Jax McCarty and junior Dalton Milam. The middle linebackers will be junior Ty Mitchell and senior Caden Mills. The cornerbacks tonight will be junior Carter McClung and Isaiah Bush on each side. The strong safety tonight will be David Fennessy. Watch him move around on the defensive side of the ball tonight. He's going to
play a lot in the box to help with the run game.
Absolutely, that will be. And also back there at free safety, you got Braden Clark starting back on defense as well. Taking a look at the starting offensive lineup for the Skyhawks. Starting in the middle at center will be senior Chase Dowles. The 2 guards will be senior Braden Queen and junior Will Toller. The tackles, junior Ty Mitchell on the right, senior Gavin Bice on the left. And you can hear the Skyhawk fans as the Skyhawks come through the tunnel and make their way down in front of the Scott Skyhawk cheering section, which is pretty well packed tonight. And you look across the way, and the visiting side, Winfield has brought a very good cheering section along with them. Their side of the bleachers are packed as well. Back to the Scott starting lineup. A tight end on the right will be Jax McCarty. On the other side at wide receiver will be Braden Clark, a junior. Then it'll be junior Isaiah Bush at wide receiver and junior Carson Brenniger at wide receiver. Starting tailback for the Skyhawks will be Preston Cooper. He is a senior. And the starting quarterback, Matt Fry, for the Skyhawks. The head coach of the Skyhawks is Jeremy Dolan. The assistant head coach, Dean Brenniger. Offensive coordinator, Glenn Fry. Defensive coordinator, Eric McClung. And these Skyhawks are pumped as the senior captains make their way out to the field. Coming across the way will be the captains for the Winfield Generals. Generals tonight wearing a white jersey with green numerals, have Winfield block letters across the chest and Generals across the shoulders. And they are wearing black pants. For the Skyhawks, they are wearing those West Virginia Army National Guard camo jerseys tonight. Say West Virginia Army National Guard across the chest. And black numerals, outlining gold, black pants, and those traditional Skyhawk black helmets.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a barn burner here tonight. You expect a really good game. It's by far the best opponent Scott's played to this point in the season. Winfield was able to play Hurricane and got boat raced in the first game of the season. But this is going to be the best competition that they've played out of the AA spectrum. So it should be. There's a lot on the line for both of these teams here tonight. And it'll be interesting to see how both of them try to impose their will here as the night goes forward.
And the Scots cheerleaders have a big group of helping hand young ladies tonight down cheering with them. There's probably, 50 of them at least down there. I think I've got a couple of granddaughters down there as well. So congratulations, ladies, and we expect to hear a lot out of the Scott cheerleaders tonight. And it looks like we are about ready to get things underway. Did you see
the Scott
kick?
Won the toss. Winfield is going to receive. They're going to kick from our right to left. So from the baseball field end to the field house end.
And we ask you to bear with us just a little bit. A couple of the players have different numerals tonight. For the most part, offense is the same. There's a couple changes on defense. I know Eric Carter McClung will be number 8 tonight. Yeah. And also number 71 will be Trent Bias instead of number 70. Looks like the Skyhawks and the Winfield Generals are getting ready to get this game underway as eyes across the state of West Virginia will be watching this game very, very closely. Ryan Neal brings the ball up to tee it up at the 40. And you can just feel the electricity in the air as the hair on my arms are sticking straight up. I'm excited. I've been pumped about this game all week. And let's just hope the Skyhawks can come out and make things happen for this team. Skyhawks huddled up back around their own 30. The Generals are set and ready to go. Back deep for the Generals on the far side. That looks like number 10. That will be Aiden Hernandez. And to the near side, and here comes the kick. It's taken about the 32 and goes about the 35 rather. And the return man goes nowhere for the Generals. That would be Matthew Daly on the return for the Generals. They'll put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, just a low line drive kick. Had to field it off of a bounce, and it kind of got a late start due to it. And because that allowed the Skyhawk kickoff team to come down and make a big stop, only a 3-yard gain on the return.
It's going to be interesting to see who starts at quarterback. And the way the numbers are turned sideways, you can't tell. Quarterback standing in the gun, takes a snap, and he pitches out, turns upfield, caught at the 45. Starting quarterback is Chase Massey, a senior, 6'1", 175.
Number 4, Jace Miller, was the ball carrier for Winfield, they just run a little toss play out to him, a little speed option, and get him out to him quick and get him into space.
Picks up about 7 on the play. Looks like second down and about 3. Just gets the ball over the 45. Massey will go from the gun. Looks like Miller will be his lone running back to his right. Drops back. Once again, the quarterback keeper tries to go forward. He's got first down and more. He's got a blocker down the sidelines, and he will go out of bounds at the 21-yard line as the official looks like took out a photographer down there. So we already got our first sideline incident.
2 plays into the game.
On a quarterback keeper, Chase Massey. And it will be good for.
If I could get it going here. It'll be good for 38 yards.
And the Generals are set and ready to go. Quarterback will go under center. Massey comes out, hands it off to Miller. He's caught immediately. He will go down for a loss. Jace Miller, the ball carrier, and the Scott interior defense was ready for him that time. They put him down for about we'll call it a 1-yard loss. It'll be second down and 11 for the Generals.
Yeah, it was really a whole host of Skyhawk defenders was able to get in there. Looks like it's only going to be a loss of about 1 on the play. But as soon as Massey handed that ball off to Miller, it was a Scott defender jumping on his back and riding him to the ground.
Generals set and ready to go. Once again, the quarterback goes under center. Got a man in motion. They hand it off up the middle. He's got some room. He's going into the up. They catch him at the 2. Jace Miller took the ball right up the middle. They opened a big hole for him. Luckily, he was stopped at the 2. And it'll be first and goal for the Generals.
Yeah, that time they lined up in their traditional wing tee, what we're familiar with them running. And that time they just Jace Miller was the down back, and they just handed it off to him, and he had a lot of running room.
Massey, the quarterback, once again will go under center. He'll take it, hands it off to number 3, goes into the end zone for the touchdown. On the ball carrier is K1 Pearson for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Generals.
10:03 showing on the clock. Looks like they're going to go for the extra point on the kick. Snap is back, ball down. The kick is up and good. And that will be number
10.
Number 10 on the kick.
Aiden Hernandez. Number 11 for Winfield, which is
Aiden Martinez.
Was the holder for the Generals.
So the Generals score on their opening drive. End up on a 2-yard carry in the end zone by K1 Pearson. Kick the extra point, and they now lead by a score of 7-0.
That opening drive was 5 plays, 62 yards, and spanned just shy of 2 minutes for the Winfield Generals, aided by that 38-yard pickup on the quarterback keeper. They ran that speed option play. Chris Massey seen that Scott over-pursued. He faked the pitch and was able to tuck it in and take it around this near side for a big pickup.
Number 10 will be kicking for the Generals, Hernandez. And he comes up, and it's a high end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the 20, across the 25. There's got some room, across the 30, 35. He's caught and brought down at the 39-yard line. Looks like by number 55 for the Generals, that would be Briar Ayers making the stop. Skyhawks they'll be starting pretty much same place. They'll be starting at their own 39 on their opening drive.
Yeah, it was Braden Clark on the return for the Skyhawks, and he was able to kind of hesitate just enough to get a little bit of running room, allow those blocks to form, and was able to hit the hole and get upfield.
Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle in those Army National Guard camo uniforms. McCarty moves over to the right. Brenniger goes in motion. Matt Fry drops back. He wants to pass. He scrambles right, throws it away.
Yeah,
it'll be an incomplete, late hit.
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yarder. as for the first time all season, Matt Fry got smart and just threw the ball away. And number 55 for Winfield come up with a late hit after he had got rid of it.
Foul, late hit on the Generals.
Briar Ayers, he's the one that made the tackle on the kickoff. The personal foul charged against the Generals. That'll be 15 yards, and that'll be an automatic first down for the Skyhawks. They'll move the ball down to the Winfield side of the field, down to the 46-yard line. Skyhawks set and ready. Preston Cooper, the lone running back in the backfield to the left of Matt Fry. 3 receivers out wide to the far side for the Skyhawks. Here comes a man in motion. Fry looking, rolls right. Fires one downfield. Got a man wide open, and it's caught and into the end zone for a Skyhawk touchdown. Is that Braden Clark?
Yes, Braden Clark.
Braden Clark. What a throw, what a catch.
Yeah.
Skyhawks bounce right back.
Yeah, Matt Fry does a wonderful job of keeping the play alive. Rolls, steps up in the pocket, sees that there's nothing there, so he rolls out to his right just enough. And Braden Clark doing a good job of keeping the scramble drill alive. Gets open on the backside, and Matt Fry is able to set his feet just long enough to where he's able to deliver a really good throw. Braden Clark hauls it, and he's able to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
On the first down, actually the second down in the drive, looks like Cameron Green on to kick the extra point. Cole Elkins the holder. The snap is back, the ball's down, the kick is up, and it is going to be short.
Extra point is no good.
So the Scouts pull within 1. But that was a heck of an offensive play. That was good for
46 yards.
46 yards.
Yeah, but just the scramble drill. You've seen Matt Fry. He's sitting back in the pocket looking. It looked like he was going to try to roll to his right and hit Jax McCarty as he was kind of dragging across the field. He had a guy on his hip but had enough room to where he'd been able to make the catch. And all of a sudden you just see Matt Fry pull up, and you see Braden Clark streaking in the backfield. Back behind the secondary of Winfield, and Matt Fry's just able to deliver a really good ball. Braden Clark is able to come back to it just enough to make the catch, and then it's a foot race. And just like Carson Bringer, we say Braden Clark's not going to lose many foot races in this state.
2 plays, 61 yards, Skyhawks score.
So we said Scott is exactly what this is exactly what they want to do. They want to go quick. They want to try to put as many points up on the board, but uncharacteristic Winfield, 5 plays, 62 yards on their side, 2-minute drive. And you see Winfield trying to go quick too, aided by that big run. But Scott's drive lasted 20 seconds.
Yeah. 9:42, Skyhawks trail by 1. The kick, high end-over-end kick, fielded at the 12-yard line, and
Illegal
Winfield
procedure against
and a
Scott.
flag, yep. Illegal procedure against the Scott kicking team, so they will back it up 5 yards. That was a good kick, too.
Yes.
While we got a short, quick break, our thoughts and condolences go out to the Mason Brown family. Lost his grandfather this morning, who was a very good friend of mine.
Yes.
Wayne Elkins passed away this morning. I worked with Wayne at Patriot Cove for a couple of years, and just a fine gentleman, very, very, very family-oriented. So our thoughts and prayers out to the family. Skyhawks have reset. They are ready to go. Now kicking from 35. Here comes Ryan Neal. Come up. The kick is another high end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the 17, across the 20, 25, up to the 30. Goes down the far sideline, and he runs out of bounds. And that looks like it's going to be up around the 40. Looks like they're going to start the same place Scott did, at their own 39-yard line.
It was number 5, Trayvon Tanner, on the return for Winfield, and he got caught it over here on this near side and went stream beeline for that far side and was able to pick up quite a few blocks and was able to get free and pick up about 22 on the return up to about the 39-yard line.
Oh, that was my buddy Marcus Constantino that got knocked down. He said he's okay there earlier doing some photography work down on the field. Up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, and he breaks loose as a quarterback fake handoff, and they finally take him down. He goes past the 40 on the Scott side of the field. I thought he handed off the ball, but he didn't. He kept it and went down the sideline right in front of Scott, or the Winfield Generals, and picked up a first down.
Yeah, it was the quarterback, Chris Massey, and Scott thought he kept the ball as well, and they just converged on that fullback, Jace Miller, and once they found out that he had the ball, he didn't have the ball. Massey was about 15 yards down the field.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line, and caught him in the backfield. Quarterback keeper, they threw him down at the 34-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 4.
Mason Brown.
Good job, Mason. Mason Brown, a sophomore, and we got the general player down, so we have an official timeout for an injury. Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Now the trainers for the Generals out on the field.
Yeah, but just a good job. You've seen Massey right there. He faked it, and it was a long fake. It took a second for him to realize that he wanted to keep the football, and when he did, he kind of kept it and come around. But a really good job of pursuit on that backside from Mason Brown. He was able to get to Massey and was able to wrap him up and bring him down for a 3-yard loss.
That was K1 Pearson, got up, walked up on the field under his own power. He's the General that scored the touchdown a few minutes ago. Here come the Generals out of the huddle. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Chase Massey calling signals for the Generals. He goes from the gun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking, fires one across the middle, and it is complete, taken down at the 25-yard line. He'll pick up about 14, 15 yards, enough for the first down and to move the sticks. He was wide open as he did that little slant pattern right to the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's a play that Scott likes to run. It was Aiden Hernandez is the one that was able to haul in the catch for Winfield.
1st and 10 for the Generals. Massey from the gun. Now they stop and look over to the Winfield offensive coordinator, change of play. Play clock at 10 and rolling. Now, quarterback goes under center. Quarterback hands it off at the middle, hit the line of scrimmage, and he'll go a couple yards, but he has spun around Trent Bison there on the initial stop for Scott. Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
But what Winfield's going to have a lot of one-on-one opportunities on the outside when they do want to throw the ball, because Scott's going to have to commit so many into the box in order to help stop this run game.
Massey goes under center once again as the quarterback. Steps back, hands it off to the second man through. He goes to the left. Carrying the ball is K1 Pearson. And he is inside the 15, it's going to be close to a first down. And now they're saying it is a first down. Gain of about 7 on the play. The ball is spotted at the 13-yard line. Massey got a man, goes in motion, going to the outside, and carrying the ball for the Generals. Number 32, Matthew Daly, taken out of bounds inside the 10. Looks like a gain of about 7, and we have another General player down over there. Have an official timeout as the trainers will assist to the player. He's laying out of bounds over on the far side of the field. Scott will come and huddle up with Coach Jeremy Dolan.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
We'll call it a 30-second timeout. Well, now he's getting up, so we'll just keep it here. He is actually set up now instead of laying down on the turf.
I actually think it may have been the ball carrier, Daly.
So he's still well, let's go ahead and take a quick look while we're trying to see what's going to happen here. We'll go to the scoreboard. Winfield, excuse me. Weird leads Brook by a score of 6-0. Mingo Central leads Chapmanville 16-0. So the player finally got down and off the field. Now here come the Generals. Second down and a long two, short three. Massey will go under center. Got two running backs in I formation. Massey takes the snap, hands it off to the first man through the line. Taken down on the carry is number 4, Jace Miller. And he will pick up the first down, so it'll be first and goal from the Mingo Central 2, looks like. Got a player coming in, a wide receiver on the far side. Now the quarterback will go from the gun. And it was a quick snap inside. And let's see if they clear the pile. Looks like the ball carrier was number 12. It was a direct snap to Easton Pinkerton.
Let's go, Skyhawks. Let's make some noise.
They got about a half a yard on the play. Actually, a yard down to the 1. Quarterback from the gun. Actually, now he goes under center. Takes it, hands it off to the second man through. Into the end zone is number 3, K1 Pearson, scores the second touchdown for the Generals. 6:41 on a first quarter clock.
Yeah, that time just a simple halfback dive out of the I formation. As Massey gives it to the second man through the man dot in the I, which was Pearson, and he pretty much just walked right into the end zone.
Winfield will attempt to kick the extra point. The snap is back, ball is up, and the kick is good. Once again, it is number 10, Aiden Hernandez, on the kick. We'll take a quick 30-second break here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
3 minutes off the clock.
Kick on the ground, over and over, picked up at the 20, coming to the near side at the 25, trying to get outside, and they catch him. He miss him at the past the 30, 35, and he goes out of bounds. On the carry is Isaiah Bush on the return for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, he picked the ball up at about the 21-yard line, and again, just like the Winfield General return man did, made a beeline for this opposite field, near side to us, and found a lot of running room over here. Ends up able to pick up about 22 yards himself on the return up to about the 43-yard line.
Scott will start the drive at the 42.5 on the near side hash mark. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Matt Fry goes from the gun. Twin receivers near side, single wide out to far side. There goes Jax McCarty moving over to the flanker position. There goes Brenniger in motion. Hand off to Brenniger. Brenniger gets outside, turns upfield. He's go past the first down marker. Looks like he gained. Let's see where they spotted over there. They will mark it with a 12-yard gain and a first down for Scott.
Yeah, it was a really good job over there by Preston Cooper and Jax McCarty of sealing that edge over there, allowing Carson Brenniger to get upfield and turn the corner and get around that sideline and able to pick up the first down for the Skyhawks.
Ball on the Winfield General 45-yard line. Skyhawks out of the huddle. Fry from the gun. McCarty moves to the left. Here comes Carson Brenniger. This time, Preston Cooper. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for at least a yard.
Preston Cooper on the carry, short gain.
It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Skyhawks.
I tell you, Joe, Glenn Fry may not want to do it just yet, but you're going to have an opportunity to really test these Winfield General corners here if you really wanted to. They're up playing press coverage. They're only about a half yard off the ball in the face of both Isaiah Bush and Braden Clark. And you're putting a lot of trust because both of these safeties are moving down close to the line of scrimmage. They're only about 8-9 yards off the ball, and it's going to be hard for them to help.
Here comes the Skyhawks. They are set. Fry from the gun. Fry takes it. Fakes the handoff. Fires complete. Pass is complete to Carson Brenniger. Looked like a little horse collar down there. No flag. But they're going to be about a yard short of the first down. 3rd down and, well, looks like 3rd down and about a yard and a half for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, RPO action there as they fake the handoff to Preston Cooper and then fire it out on the slant pattern to Carson Brenniger, and he does a really good job of catching the ball first and then making a couple moves.
They got to get past the 35-yard line. It's about at the 36.5, about a yard and a half. 3rd down for Scott. Preston Cooper moves over to the left of Fry. Fry takes a snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. He's got the first down and more. He breaks through. He's down to the 30. Gain of about 7 on the play. Actually, they're going to give him a gain of about 6. First down, move to 6. And the Skyhawks will have it 1st and 10 at the General 31-yard line.
Yeah, had a jumbo package there from the Skyhawks. Only receiver was Preston Cooper, and he motioned back into the backfield. And then you had 10 guys up front ready to block for him in that 3rd and short situation.
Skyhawks are set, ready to go. Fry. Here comes Preston Cooper back to line up as the running back. Handoff to Preston Cooper. He's caught in the backfield. He'll outrun it. He's down the sideline. He has a first down inside the 20, all the way down to the 15-yard line. Nice run, Preston Cooper.
Yeah, he was met as soon as he was trying to turn the corner and put a big stiff arm on the Winfield defender. And because of that, it was able to get him to the outside. The rest of the Scott offensive line done a fantastic job of sealing that edge. And he's able to get over the first down marker and down to the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 Skyhawks. Here they come, wearing those West Virginia Army National Guard camo uniforms. Fry stands once again from the gun. Empty backfield now. Cooper comes up to his right. Hands off to Preston Cooper. Cooper coming to the near side. Got some room. Turns upfield down to the 11. Gain of 4. 2nd down, 6.
Yeah, Scott, right now, they're taking a page out of the Winfield General playbook. They're going jumbo on the offensive line. They're putting 10 up front and just begging Winfield to come up and try to stop this run.
Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. 2nd down and 6.
I think I see David Fennessy on that far side over there, too.
Now Cooper comes back to the left of the quarterback. And we have a signal. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take out a timeout as well. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. The score, Winfield 14, Scott 6. Your Lexington Black and Gold Football on WZAC and Video Productions.
At People's Bank, our team of local, trust, and wealth management professionals.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington.
ACFM, Danville, Madison.
Skyhawks ready. Fry takes it, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns up inside, gets around down close to the 5-yard line, close to the first down marker. He may be just a little bit short.
I think they're going to give him the 7, maybe actually the 7-yard line.
And he needs to get down to the 5, a couple yards short, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 now for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks set and ready. Fry from the gun, takes it, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper comes back to the near side. He's got the first down and more, may have a touchdown. He's close.
They were calling down at the 1. I think that's probably a good call. His forearm hit just before he was able to reach the ball into the end zone.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Skyhawks from the 1-yard line. 2:19 on a rolling clock here in the first quarter. Skyhawks set. Fry calls the signals, takes the snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Preston Cooper. Touchdown, Scott Skyhawks.
Yeah, that time just Scott imposing their will on the offensive side of the ball with the run game. Preston Cooper, 7 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown just on that drive alone. And who cares if they're giving you one-on-one coverage with single safety help whenever Preston Cooper's racking off 7 yards per carry.
Cooper went right, seen the opening to the left, come back, cut across the middle of the field, right into the end zone. Skyhawks going for 2.
I'd like to see Matt Fry keep it right here and come around this near
Fry
side.
from the gun. Hands it off to Preston Cooper. He's got some room in there. Preston Cooper, 2-point conversion, and the Skyhawks tied up with a Preston Cooper 2-point conversion.
I think you keep beating that into the ground, you're going to open up a huge running lane for Matt Fry to keep one of these in that big jumbo package, and whenever he does, it's going to open up a ton of running room and potentially a long touchdown run for Matt Fry.
And we're 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and we're all tied up between the Winfield Generals and the Scott Skyhawks. We knew it was going to be a high-scoring game, and the first quarter has not been any letdown at all.
Through 10 minutes, this is exactly the game that you thought you were going to get when you come here. And so far, it's definitely been worth the price of admission for those that are here tonight.
Skyhawk kicking team, Ryan Neal already has it teed up at the 40. Now the Skyhawks will huddle up. Here come the General receive team. Carson Brendinger goes into the lineup. Skyhawks are set and ready to kick it away. Now they'll spread them out at the 35-yard line. Ryan Neal is set and ready. Here comes Neal. The kick is a high end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the 22.
Procedure on Scott.
How? My goodness gracious. They must have the laser out there tonight. Offside Scott. Procedure. Back it up 5 yards. So Neal will re-kick from the Scott 35-yard line.
We got rain falling here in Madison.
Wow. A guy from Video Productions, Garrett Lester, said he was off by 1.5 yards, but I'm surprised to see this rain coming down.
Yeah,
Apparently a lot of fans were expecting rain, so I see a lot of umbrellas out there. Ron Neal has it re-teed and ready to go. Goes back to about the 24-yard line. Is set and ready. Here comes the kick. Another high end over end kick. It will hit the ground, and it rolls all the way down to the 10. Generals pick it up, go to the upside. They're on the hatch mark and got a shoestring tackle over there. That was number 20. Looks like 23 for Scott. That would be Mikey Bias. Good job.
Yeah, senior Mikey Bias. It's Trayvon Tanner again on the return for Winfield. They're going to put it in play at about the 28-yard line. So about an 18-yard pickup is all they're able to get off of the return.
Here come the Generals out of the huddle. They'll send twin receivers near side. Single wide out to the far side. Quarterback goes from the gun. Massey takes it, drops back, wants to pass. Fires one across the way, complete. And he gets by one Skyhawk, but taken down on the far side of the field over there by, well, as soon as he turns around, David Fennessy on the tackle.
Number 10, Aiden Hernandez, was the receiver that caught the football. He's going to pick up 19 on the play up to about the 47-yard line.
1st and 10, Generals. Quarterback hands it off this time. And he gets by one, and he's down the sideline. He's got chance, one more Skyhawk, and he keeps going back and forth, and they finally pull him down at the 10-yard line. What a run. He just run right up the middle on the Skyhawks. That's number 3, K1 Pearson. And he's been the hurt for the Skyhawks so far in tonight's game.
Yeah, just an inside trap play out of the shotgun. They hand it off, inside handoff, and the guard pulls, and whenever the guard pulls, he's able to pick up a block that ends up springing Pearson free around that edge, and Scott's just not able to get that edge sealed off. Winfield does a good job of holding their blocks, and he's able to get upfield for a big gain around the 10.
It's 1st and 10 just inside the 10-yard line. Quarterback from the gun takes it, drops back, going to the right side of the field. And he trips, and it's a quarterback keeper. It is Chase Massey, and he gets no gain on the play. And let's see where they spot it, right? Actually loses about a foot.
Mason Brown's the guy that is able to run down on the backside. The quarterback Massey, yet again, designed run play out of the shotgun, just takes off and tries to use his running back, Jace Miller, as a blocker. But Mason Brown does a good job of pursuit around that backside.
General set and ready. Quarterback goes under center. Takes it. Quarterback keeper rolls out, wants to pass. Throws one into the end zone, and it is deflected. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
That was Braden Clark back there, I believe, deflected that pass.
Braden Clark, the guy that does such a good job of keeping his eyes in the backfield, doesn't get fooled. He's able to come up with a really good play and able to get back and get to that tight end that was in the back of the end zone in order to break that pass up.
It is 3rd down for the Generals. The ball still at the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal. Chase Massey, the quarterback, he will go under center. Massey takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass, fires, it's complete. He falls into the end zone, and they're going to say he's down at the 1, it looks like, and it's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, Carter McClung was the one that was able to keep Hernandez out of the end zone. Just a little.
They're going for it. Here we go. Massey under center. And they're going to let the clock run out. We're at the end of the first quarter of play. The score, the Winfield Generals 14, the Scott Skyhawks 14. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC, the Skyhawks Sports Network, and Video Productions.
A short drive to Danville, and come see us where the Make the Summer sales event is in full swing at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got savings on all models, including up to $14,000 below MSRP on the 2023 Ram Limiteds and 15% off MSRP on the 2023 Jeep Compasses. And the new 2024 Wranglers are awesome and arriving daily. So come see us for the Make the Summer sales event at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 119 in Danville.
At HANDLEY Funeral Home, we offer unique opportunities for families to create healing moments after loss. With over 55 years of experience serving the Boone, Logan, and Lincoln communities, our staff will help you discover ways to pay tribute, whether that be at a burial service at one of our cemeteries or a personalized lasting memorial. Visit us at www.handleyfh.com or call 304-369-0718. The Handley family of business thanks you for your support.
And now let's go back to the field. Here's the voice of the Scott Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
1 quarter in the book, and we're all tied up at 14 between the Scott Skyhawks and the Winfield Generals. The Generals knocking on the door. They have 4th down and goal at the 1. This will be the first play of the second quarter. Massey, the quarterback, under center. He turns, hands it off to K1 Pearson, and he is stopped at the 1, but the officials are going to say it is a touchdown. He was stopped at the 1, fell forward, and got in. Once again, that's K1 Pearson on the carry. First carry of the quarter. Once again, they are going to go for the kick for the extra point as they jump out to a 20-14 lead. Ball is back. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Generals jump out to a 21-14 lead over the Skyhawks here on the opening play of the second quarter. Scott's going to have to find a way to shut down, the Generals on with their defensive unit. They're opening. Winfield's just opening too many holes down there, letting those running backs get through.
Yeah, and it's hard because you're trying to stop the inside run because where they're running that wing tee. You got Jace Miller, who is the up back, who has already broke out a couple big runs from being that up back, and then you also got to try to watch for the outside run. So right now, Scott's just they're trying to find a way right now to figure out a way to stop this really good Winfield run game.
Martinez ready to kick it off once again for the Generals. They are kicking from our right to left. 11:55 to go in the first half. Generals up by a touchdown. Here comes the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. It will be taken at the 15. Coming to the near side, across the 20. Got wrapped up at the 25-yard line, taken down. Number 54 on the tackle for the Generals. That would be Aiden Douglas. Scott will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About a 12-yard pickup there for Braden Clark on the return.
Skyhawks huddle up back at the 20. We have a timeout for the Winfield Generals. Not sure what that's all about. Skyhawks come up to the line. They are ready. And then the officials advise that Generals have taken a timeout.
Odd time to take a timeout.
Yeah, really. Really, especially just out of the quarter break. Only 11 seconds off the clock. Scott has it. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. I'm like you. That's kind of a weird call. Look across the way. The Generals are all huddled up around Coach Eddie Smolder. Actually, there's a couple coaches in that huddle. And they're taking the full minute. But Scouts are set and ready. Now here come the Generals. Skyhawks huddle back up. Now they come out of the huddle. Play clock at 25 and rolling. Game clock stopped at 11:49. Matt Fry from the gun. Fakes the handoff, fires it, and it is low, intended for Braden Clark. Pass goes incomplete.
Yeah, tried to hit Braden Clark on a slant route to that far side over there, and just underthrown there from Matt Fry just enough. Clark tried to make a sliding catch, but was just unable to pick it up off the turf.
Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. 2nd and 10. Preston Cooper lines up as a wide receiver to the near side. Now he'll float back to the running back position. Fry takes it, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns upfield, across up to the 30, across the 31, down, or across the 30, down to the 31. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6, a long 6. Here come the Skyhawks. Plenty of time on the play clock at 20. Preston Cooper lines up as a wide receiver out to the near side once again. Cooper goes back, lines up as a running back. From the Fry rolls right, wants to pass, rolls back, he's in trouble, throws the pass intended for Preston Cooper over there, I believe, and it is incomplete. 4th down, Scott. Scott just could not get anything going on that series.
Yeah, you just seen right there. It was one of those things that it was kind of doomed from the get-go. They ran a pass pattern out of that jumbo formation that they've ran, that tight formation. They bring Preston Cooper into the backfield, and whenever that is, that Winfield was filling the gaps really easy, and with the 4 guys going out in pass patterns, there was nothing to block the incoming defensive linemen and linebackers from Winfield.
David Fennessy back to punt for the Skyhawks, standing back at his own about 18-yard line. Snap is low. Gets a high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit up around near the 50, and it is down by Scott at the Winfield 49. It wasn't a great punt. It was a high punt. But it'll be Winfield's ball at their own 49-yard line. Chase Massey will be calling the signals for the Generals. Now they'll come out of the huddle. 22 seconds on the play clock. They'll send a receiver out wide to the far side. Triple receivers near side. Under the gun, hands it off up the middle. He runs, breaks off one. He stopped at about a yard off the ball, and he'll fall forward for a couple.
Jace Miller, the ball carrier for Winfield, he picks up about 3.
Yeah, they're going to give him 3 on that one. Second down and 7.
That right there is what makes it so hard to try to defend against, is they got the inside run, the outside run, and you got single coverage on the outside.
Quarterback goes under center. Man in motion, hands off to K1 Pearson. Pearson breaks through, and he's stopped that time. He'll get a couple of yards, but they hit him immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that kind of, even though that it was to the man in motion, it was kind of an inside run. And with the way Scott's been playing the inside run here the last couple drives, it kind of shut it down for Winfield. He was unable to really get upfield and find a real good running lane.
They'll line up a receiver to the near side out wide. Play clock at 14 and rolling.
Make some noise, Skyhawks.
Massey goes from the gun. Got a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Drops back, wants to pass. Hails one down the field, and nobody is there. He underthrew the intended receiver, which was Easton Pinkerton. It'll bring up 4th down and 5 for the Generals. Looks like they're going to punt it.
Just a very poor thrown ball there from Massey. They had all the routes running to the right side, the far side of the field, but they snuck Pinkerton out of the backfield over here to this near side and tried to throw a ball back to him, and Massey was just unable to get it to him. But if I was Scott, I'd be very wary of a fake punt right here.
Punter standing back at his own 41-yard line. And it will be punted. It's a high punt. It will be No, it hits at the 20, and it's going to roll into the end zone, and Scott will take the touchback.
Punt goes into the end zone. Be first down for your Skyhawks.
First and 10 for Scott at the 20.
It was number 8, Jared Miller.
Well, the Sticks have not thrown. Penalty on the play. Motion against the Generals. So apparently, Scott's going to take the penalty.
I would probably just
Took what we got.
because you're getting it at the 20-yard line right now, and you've seen where he was able to hit it and allow it to roll.
Braden Clark will go back deep for the Skyhawks. Clark will stand back at his own 16-yard line. Punter standing back at his own 37. Snap is back. Kick it. Oh, it's a high short kick this time. It is going to hit at the 31. And Scott picks it up as it bounced back to about the 27, 28-yard line. What is that, Fennessy?
I don't think that was David Fennessy.
Not sure who that was, but he carries it back across the
Caden
30.
Sutphin.
Huh?
Caden Sutphin.
I guess he didn't want it to go deep. That was a gutsy move, but paid off for Scott. They'll have it first and 10 at their own 31.
Everyone on the field and the sidelines was screaming, "Get away from it!"
Yeah.
Caden Sutphin said, "I got this. Hold this microphone for me for 1 second."
Skyhawks send receiver out wide both sides. Goes Brenniger in motion. Hands off to Preston Cooper. Cooper to the line of scrimmage and no more. He's brought down by a whole host of white jerseys over there. Gains maybe a half a yard. 8:45 on a rolling clock here in the second quarter. Winfield leads the Skyhawks by a score of 21-14. Skyhawks come out of the huddle. They have it second and 10. No gain on the play. Clark out wide to the near side. Fry from the gun. Takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass. Fires one downfield. He's got a man open, and it's caught at the 35-yard line of Winfield. Then he's taken out of bounds over there. That is
Isaiah Bush.
What a catch. That was a heck of a catch. And he had a defender right on his tail.
It was an even better throw to place that ball perfectly in there into the hands. Threw it out of the reach of the corner, and there was nobody that had a shot at that ball except for Isaiah Bush.
What a catch. And what a throw. Nice play for the Scouts. First and 10, Scott. They'll have the ball at the Winfield 30-yard line. 8 minutes to go here in the half. Fry from the gun. Brenniger in motion.
Timeout, Scott.
And Scott will have to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 7:51 to go in the first half. Score, Winfield 21, Scott 14. You're listening to Skyhawks Sports Network on WZAC and Video Productions.
It's true.
Hey.
Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas. No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night? Call us 24/7.
Great. Because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs. Oh, yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The Tint Guy has big news. The newest location is now open in Barbersville. Voted best in the Valley since 2020. Getting your windows tinted is now twice as easy. Go to the best, The Tint Guy.
Hey, Tint Guy here. Come see us at our new location in Barbersville.
Skyhawks set and ready to go. Fry from the gun. Fry hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper comes to the near side, turns back upfield. He'll pick up a couple. He'll go down at the 26-yard line. If that's where they spot it, gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. The ball spotted in midfield. Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock at 21 and rolling. Skyhawks set. Fry from the gun. Fry calls the numbers. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pumps, and it is deflected, incomplete, third down.
Yeah, that ball was just slightly thrown behind Braden Clark. Clark's able to get his hands on it, and you'll probably say that he probably still should have had that, but just a little bit behind Braden Clark.
Skyhawks will huddle up. Actually, second down. That's what it, now they're showing third down. Third down and 5 for Scott. They look over to the near side to Glenn Fry, the offensive coordinator. 19 seconds on the play clock, and they come out of the huddle. Twin receivers, far side, single wide out to the near side. Fry from the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper's got some run, trying to get around to the outside. Turns upfield, and he'll step out of bounds. Carson Brenniger, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they snuck Preston out for a breather and put Carson Brenniger in the backfield. And Carson's speed's able to get around the outside.
And picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks at their Winfield 11-yard line.
16. 16-yard line.
Yeah. Carson Brenniger got those bright gold shoes. He lines up at the running back position once again beside of Matt Fry. Fry takes the snap, hands it off to Brenniger. Brenniger comes to the near side. He's at the 10, still on his feet. Finally goes out of bounds over on the sideline. He was doing everything he could do to get upfield. He'll gain about 3 on the play. Let's see where they spot it. Gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8. Ball is now spotted at the 14. Second and 8 for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks come out of the huddle. Brenniger will remain in at running back. Fry from the gun, takes a snap. Hands it off to Brenniger. Brenniger's got some room. He's caught, and he's down to the 10-yard line. That is K1 Pearson making the stop over there. Scott now has third down and 4. Looks like third and a long 3.
Yeah, they're going to give him to the 11-yard line, just inside the 11-yard line, about the 10.5. So it's actually going to be third down and 5.
Yeah, looks
long 4.
Yeah, we'll call it long 4. Skyhawks set. They'll send a wide receiver out near side, 2 wide outs to the far side. Comes a man in motion, fakes the handoff, and it is intercepted. Winfield has it, coming down, and they catch him inside the 10-yard line. And I believe as soon as they clear, number 5 on the interception.
Yeah, that's going to be the issue, and I guarantee you that's why Winfield is playing press coverage, is to try to eliminate the RPO look on the slants, because that's exactly the reason why that ball was picked off, was because of the slant pattern. He kind of come underneath, playing underneath coverage, and he's able to make a really good play on the football. And it's going to be 1st and 10.
At the 10.
At the 10.
Yep. Winfield comes out of the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock. Massey calling signals from under center. Drops back, hands it off. And he's coming around the outside. They catch him for a loss. On the carry is the quarterback, Massey, and he's going to lose 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Bring up a second down.
Loss of 4 on the play, second down, 14. Generals out of the huddle, set and ready. 5:38 on the clock. Winfield leads 21-14. Massey goes under center. Got a man in motion. Massey keeps it, goes right, and he is taken down inside the 15. Gain of a couple. Actually, they're going to give him about 5.
5 up to the 13-yard
It'll
line.
be 3rd down and a long 7.
That time they tried to fake the jet sweep, kind of a Wayne Pioneer type play where they fake it to the up back and then the quarterback rolls to the opposite side. This time they fake it to the man in motion on the jet sweep. And then Chris Massey follows the pulling guard and is able to pick up about 5, almost 6 on the play.
It's going to be close. Play clock at 5. General set. Take the snap. Fake the handoff. Quarterback drops back, wants to pass. Throws a Hail Mary down the field. Got a man wide open. He catches it at the 50-yard line. And on the catch is number 10, Aiden Hernandez. What a throw and what a catch. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, they ran a post pattern to Hernandez, and he just beats Carter McClung off the line, and there was no safety help over the top. I don't know if Braden Clark got caught up in the middle on the fake handoff or what, but got completely lost in coverage there, and it was one-on-one, and Carter McClung or Hernandez was able to win that one.
Massey under center, drops back, hands it off to the second man through. They catch him behind the line of scrimmage. He will go down for a loss. That is Pearson once again, the ball carrier. And it looks like Scott's number 12, Caden Sutphin, making the initial stop for the 2-yard loss. Second down and 12, once again for the Generals. I formation behind the quarterback. Massey will go under center. Takes a snap, hands it. No, quarterback keeper goes right, and he gets around there. He's at the line of scrimmage. He'll get out of bounds, and he'll gain maybe 3, but that'll be all.
Yeah, that time a lot of Scott defenders were trying to arm tackle Massey, and he is not going to be an easy person to arm tackle because he is a very stout young man, and because of that, he's able to easily shed those. He's able to get around the outside and pick up about 4 yards and make this a 3rd down and 8.
I'm going to call it 3rd and 9. Play clock at 15. Wide receivers, twin receivers, far side. Single wide out to the near side. Massey drops back, wants to pass. Waits. He's under some pressure. Unloads one downfield. It's incomplete. 4th down and 9 now for the Generals. And it looks like the Generals are sending their punt team on once again.
That was a good job by the Scott offense or defensive line. They made it a little uncomfortable pocket for Massey and made him immediately have to roll to his right. There was a receiver with a little bit of separation, but not enough for him to be able to get him the football.
Carson Brenniger back deep for the Skyhawks. Punter stands at his own 39-yard line. Snap is back. It's a high punt. Comes to the near side. It will bounce at the 31. Good. Takes a Winfield bounce down to the Scott 20, and that's where the Skyhawks will put it in play. Looks like Preston Cooper back into the lineup for Scott.
Scott gets the ball coming out of half, so if they're able to pick up any points right here, whether it's a field goal or anything, will be massive for the going into the second half.
Clock stopped at 3:32 to go in the first half here at Skyhawk Field. Winfield leads the Skyhawks by a score of 21-14. Skyhawks set and ready. Fry calls the numbers. Fry takes it, fakes the handoff, throws complete to the far side of the field. And it's got a 1st down and more. He breaks loose across the 40. He's at the 50. He can outrun one more. He is going all the way to the end zone. It will be a Skyhawk touchdown.
Yeah.
That's not Brenniger, was it? Yeah, it was Brenniger.
That's a state champion track runner right there. And you've seen it bubble screen, just throws it out to his playmaker, and he's able to do the rest. He just outruns everybody, as you can see on the video production replay.
There's the
right
replay.
Here. 80 yards from the 20. It was an 80-yard pitch and catch, and we've said it many a times, Joe Wimble. Get that boy the ball in space and let him do his thing.
Scott will, looks like they are going to go for 2. Matt Fry to Carson Brenniger. Wow, what a pass play.
Scott's going to take a timeout here as they decide what they're going to do.
We'll take a quick timeout as well. 3:18 to go in the first half. Winfield 21, Scott 20. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC and Video Productions.
With your insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
Lines up from the gun. Fry calls the numbers, takes it, fakes the handoff. Fry's unloads it to the near side. It's complete. He throws the pass on the run to Preston Cooper for the 2-point conversions, and the Skyhawks take a 2-point lead with 3:18 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, you want to talk about a play that Winfield will go back, even if they win this game, they're going to go back and say, what the heck just happened? Preston Cooper just lost. They had Matt Fry sacked, and he's able to set his feet just enough and get just enough on this football to find Preston Cooper in the corner of the end zone down here, and Preston Cooper does a good job of making sure he secures it and goes down to the ground to complete it with the 2-point conversion.
Matt Fry did not have one but two defenders, I mean literally in his face. Rolled it's set it just enough to get the pass off.
You can say that it's amazing that he even found him.
Yeah.
The way that he was able running for his life and trying to figure out where he was at and everything else.
So the Skyhawks pick up the lead for the first time in tonight's ball game with 3:18 to go in the half.
Ryan Neal's lining the ball
into
to 45. And now the official's like, nah, son, you got to
I think Coach Dolan was out there, and he said, hey, move it back 5 yards.
Ryan Neal said, give me this ball. I want to kick it. Let's go.
Generals have like 4 defenders back, or return guys back. Now they'll spread it out on the Skyhawk kicking team. They'll be kicking from our left to right. Neal is ready. Here comes Neal. High end-over-end kick. It is fielded at the 15. Up to the 15, 20, 25. Got to 30. He gets around to the outside, and they take him down at the 50. Finally goes out of bounds. A good return by Winfield. They'll have a good starting spot to start this drive as well.
It was Trevon Tanner again. That was the return man for the Generals, and he's going to pick up
about
30 yards on the return.
It'll be the ball spotted right at the 50-yard line. Generals come out of the huddle. Play clock's not even started.
At this point, I think I would just go ahead and take a chance at the onside. They're getting it at about the 40, 50-yard line anyways. So.
Massey from the gun hands it off to the Pearson in the backfield. He comes in the near side, taken down at the Scott 48.
David Fennessy.
Fennessy finds the runner. They're going to give him 3 on the carry. 2nd down and 7. Actually, now they move it back to the 58 at 2 on the carry. 2nd down and 8.
Winfield only has 1 timeout because of the timeout that they took in the first quarter, and then the sketchy one that they took to start the second quarter.
Yeah, really.
So they do only have 1 timeout remaining with 2:36 remaining.
They are set and ready to go. Massey from the gun takes it, fakes the handoff. Massey rolls right. Massey goes up the middle. He is hit hard at the 45. And that's where they'll spot the ball.
They roll him over to about the 44.
Yeah, he's going to roll over to the 44. 3rd down and 4 for the Generals. Generals come out of the huddle. Looks like Massey is looking to go under center once again.
Looks like they're going to try to go to that wing T formation.
Play clock at 10 and rolling. Massey goes under center, man in motion. Pitch back to Pearson. Pearson goes outside and they're going to stop him. He'll pick up a couple, but he is going to be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down for the Generals.
It was a shoestring tackle out there by none other than David Fennessy.
4th and 2, and it looks like the Generals are going to go for it. They are going for it. Quarterback goes under center. Now they're going to step back away from the ball. Play clock at 13. Play clock at 7. Generals, here they go. Quarterback under center. Quarterback goes up the middle. And I don't think he got it. Scott stopped him. If the Scott defense stopped him, that'll be the defensive play of the year. And it's going to be short. 1st down, Skyhawks. Now their officials are calling for a measurement.
They're going to switch the ball out.
Oh, okay. 1st down, Scott. I was going to say he was about a yard short. That was a heck of a play by the Scott defense on that one.
If you watch the Philadelphia Eagles, it was pretty much a tush-push type play right there for the Winfield. But Scott's interior defensive line does a really good job of staying on their blocks and getting a good push. And then the linebackers come up and do their jobs.
1st and 10, Scott. We still have 1 minute on the clock. Scott's still got some timeouts as well. They've got 2 timeouts to go. Here we go. Twin receivers near side. Single wide out to the far side. Fry from the gun. Fry drops back, wants to pass. Looking. Fires one downfield. Overthrown. Stops the clock. Incomplete. Intended for Brenniger on the far side of the field. And Matt just got in a hurry and overthrew his target.
This is a situation where I really wish they'd look for Jax McCarty a little bit more right here because of his size and his speed. He's able to safeties aren't able to cover him, corners aren't able to cover him, and it's hard because of his speed for linebackers to cover him.
Here comes the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Twin receivers near side. Fry from the gun. Fry takes a snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. He's got some room up the middle. He's got the 1st down as he crosses midfield down to the Winfield 49-yard line. 1st down. That'll stop the clock. Still 51 seconds to go here in the first half. Scott is already set and ready to go. Fry goes from the gun once again. Fry drops back, wants to pass. Fires a Hail Mary down the field. It's Braden Clark, and he kind of got his feet tangled up with the defender. He couldn't make the cut to the right to get over to the sideline like he wanted to, and the pass was overthrown, incomplete. Still 38 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, good thrown ball there by Matt Fry. He tries to go back shoulder to Braden Clark, but as you said, Joe, the feet getting tangled up just enough kind of threw off the rhythm enough to where Braden Clark wasn't able to kind of work back to that ball and be able to make the catch.
2nd down and 10 for the Skyhawks. Here they come out of the huddle. Twin receivers near side. Single wide out to the far side. Fry from the gun. Drops back. Looks, fires complete over to near side. Quickly gets out of bounds. It is complete to Carson Brenniger.
I think they're going to give him about a yard.
Not much, but that will stop the clock. 35 seconds to go. 3rd and a long 8. Skyhawks out of the huddle. Fry calls the signals. Takes the snap, drops back. Fires one downfield, complete to Brenniger. He's knocked out of bounds. That'll move the sticks. But he is inside the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. 1st down, Scott. Still 27.2 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, really good job right there by Matt Fry. Looks off the safety and then comes back to the far side over there to Carson Brannigan. Is able to put a really good ball on Carson, able to get out of bounds.
Fry calls signals, takes a snap, drops back. looking downfield, fires one across the middle, complete inside the 20.
Jax McCarty, finally.
Yeah.
Finally finding the boy.
Nice catch by McCarty. Nice pass by Fry. Stops the clock at 23 seconds. Scott will take a timeout. We will keep it here. 23.1 second. And it's a good time for Scott to take the timeout as the ball is actually spotted down at the Winfield 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Skyhawks. They can still pick up another first down. They can get it inside the 10.
But that right there, you just seen Jax McCarty just kind of set. He found a soft zone in the zone coverage, and he just set over the middle of the field. And once Matt Fry went through his progressions, he kind of come back over the middle field and seen Jax McCarty and his size and was able to just hit him right over the middle, able to pick up about 14 yards on the play and get another first down. Scott takes the timeout right here. And we've seen them in practice work on this 2-minute drill, getting plays off quick, getting out of bounds, working the clock. And so this is no stranger to the Skyhawks.
I was in practice a couple times this week. Both nights they worked on this 2-minute drill very extensively. Both teams out of the huddle. Scott lines up. Fry from the gun. Twin receivers near side, twin receivers far side. Fry takes it, drops back, looking. Hail Marys it over to the corner. He's got a man open, but he just overthrows the intended target. Overthrew. That was intended for Braden Clark.
Yeah, that time Winfield, the defensive back over here, Hernandez, he actually gave cushion this time instead of being up on the line of scrimmage pressing Braden Clark. And I think it surprised Braden Clark a little bit because when he came off the line, he tried to make a move in order to get separation, and there was no one there. And then it kind of just threw off the timing, and Braden Clark didn't even ever find the football.
18 seconds still showing on the clock. Fry takes it, drops back. Hail Marys it over to the corner, and it is caught for the touchdown. Yeah, Braden Clark catches that ball over there right in the corner, perfectly thrown by Matt Fry.
This time Hernandez does press on the outside, and because of that, Braden Clark done the same exact thing he did on that previous play, wherever he was, he kind of got a little out of whack because there wasn't press coverage. He does it this time, and he's able to get enough separation, and Matt Fry delivers a perfectly thrown football to where he's able to haul it in for a touchdown.
Scott going for the 2-point conversion. Fry goes under the center. Fry drops back, hands it off to, no. Fry's keeping it, coming to the near side. He's trying to get in, and he is thrown out of bounds. So the 2-point conversion will fail for Scott. Not real happy there the way that all transpired. They jerked him out of bounds, then they threw him down. You can hear some of the Scott fans, they did not like that. But for Scott to be able to come back and score a touchdown within 19 seconds was just outstanding.
8 plays, 59 yards for a Scott touchdown. Took off a little over 2 minutes on the clock.
And like you said, the good news is Scott will go into the halftime hopefully with this 28-21 lead, and they'll get the ball back in the second half.
Yeah, if you're Scott right here, you put about four safeties on the field, and you say, if you want to throw everything underneath, we're going to come up and tackle you. But there is not going to be anything get over top of us. So I'd put Carson Brenniger, and I would put Braden Clark in the back, have Isaiah Bush over there playing off, and say if you're going to win a foot race, you're going to have to earn it for this touchdown.
Ryan Neal has it teed up at the 40. They'll be kicking from left to right here at Skyhawk Field. That'll be toward the baseball field.
I think I'd kick it out of bounds.
That may be the plan. Here comes Neal with the kick. And it is going to be taken at the 20. Oh, and he is hit hard. That is Carson McClung. That Plum laid the leather.
He didn't lay the hit to him. The ball carrier laid
but
number 32.
It was a good stop. I'll give McClung the credit for the stop. Here's the replay on Video Productions. The return man picks it up at about the 22, across the 25, and then McClung, they just collided hard.
Yeah, he went high Daly went high for the truck stick on Madden, and there was nowhere for Carson to go. He's not going to win that battle very often.
The Generals come out of the huddle. They'll send a receiver out wide to each side of the field. Massey, the quarterback from the gun. Massey drops back, wants to pass. Fires one downfield, and McClung is there, and it's off the chest of the receiver. Incomplete. Number 5 is the intended receiver, Trevon Tanner, and it hit him square in the chest.
I tell you, Carson McClung recovered extremely well right there. I don't know if they're showing the video productions replay.
Yeah, here's the replay.
If they have it in frame, but Carter actually fell for the double move that Tanner put on him here at around the 45-yard line, and it actually gave Tanner some separation, but Carter McClung did a fantastic job of getting turned around and getting back in play.
5 seconds on the clock, and they will run it up the middle, finally drop down over the 40. The buzzer sounds, and the Scott Skyhawks will take a 28-21 lead into the locker room here at Skyhawk Field at the half. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more of our Burnside Hardware halftime report after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Say hello to fall. Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
At Hanley Funeral Home, we offer unique opportunities for families to create healing moments after loss. With over 55 years of experience serving the Boone, Logan, and Lincoln communities, our staff will help you discover ways to pay tribute, whether that be at a burial service at one of our cemeteries or a personalized lasting memorial. Visit us at www.handleyfh.com or call 304-369-0718. The Handley family of business thanks you for your support.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
On Saturdays until 5. Barker's Hardware in Danville. Free parking the entire length of the building.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
We are at the half. The Skyhawks lead the Winfield Generals by a score of 28-21, while the Winfield Marching Band is on the field, and they are entertaining the folks here at Skyhawk Field. We will take a break, and we will be back with an interview with 3 of our seniors, Danny Holston, Braden Queen, and Jax McCarty. We'll take a 2-minute break here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Since 1967, the Handley Funeral.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Eat, travel, or actually playing the game?
I'd say my favorite thing to do with the team would easily be playing the game with them because it's something we all love and we all enjoy doing it.
Would you rather play a home game or go on the road?
I'd rather play a home game because home games are way more packed and it's just crazier than an away game.
Over the last, I'm going to say 4 years, we'll take the middle school year out, but what's been your favorite memory of Skyhawk football?
I would say my favorite memory was going to playoffs and winning some playoff games.
You know, you and your fellow teammates, you talk every day. What's the absolute goal of this team, and do you feel like they're capable of making it?
Our absolute goal this year is going to a championship and winning, and I feel like we can do that if we play good all through the playoffs.
Final question. Who's your favorite coach?
I would say that would have to be Coach Queen. He's helped me the most through all my years here.
What's he done to help you?
He's helped me come out of my stance faster and lower. He's helped me become stronger in the off season. Just really anything I need help with during practice, he knows what to do and how to help.
All right, Danny, thanks a lot. Danny Holston, the nose guard for the Scott Skyhawk defense. We'll be back with more of our Burnside Hardware Stores halftime report after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Cobra Electric Service of Danville is your full-service Generac generator dealer. We provide a full range of electrical services, including entire home generators that keep the lights on when the power is off in your neighborhood. From simple electrical maintenance through complex commercial and residential backup generator solutions, call 3.
With Erie Insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
Make the short drive to Danville and come see us where the Make the Summer sales event is in full swing at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got savings on all models, including up to $14,000 below MSRP on the 2023 Ram Limiteds and 15% off MSRP on the 2023 Jeep Compasses. And the new 2024 Wranglers are awesome and arriving daily. So come see us for the Make the Summer sales event at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 119 in Danville.
The Tint Guy has big news. The newest location is now open in Barboursville. Voted best in the Valley since 2020. Getting your windows tinted is now twice as easy. Go to the best, The Tint Guy.
Hey, Tint Guy here. Come see us at our new location in Barboursville.
Relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
Having a great team that we have developed now, and I'm really proud of everything that we've accomplished in these last 10 years together.
I know you guys, you think about it, and you started out, I guess, midget league and worked your way through middle school, and now here you're a senior, but what's some of your memories of playing midget league football?
One of my favorite memories is when we all went down to Ramage and played, and we had a great season, and we went into the playoffs, and I believe that was our first championship we won together. It was at Ramage. We were a really good team. I think we only had one loss that year.
How about middle school? Did you enjoy playing middle school ball?
I love playing middle school. We went 9-0 and won the Black Diamond Championship. We were same boys that we have now. We were a really good team then too, and I loved playing middle school.
I know you're one of those guys that wears the weight room out in the off season, working out. What all do you do when you're working out? I mean, do you try to build upper body, lower body, or do you have a routine you go through, or what do you do when you're in the weight room?
Our coach has an app for us that we follow very strictly, and I personally like hitting upper body. Most people like hitting lower body, especially linemen, but my upper body's always been more built than my lower body.
What was the feeling you had when, I guess, your fellow players voted you as a captain of the team? How did that make you feel? Did that make you feel that, as a senior, that you were one of the team leaders?
I felt like they really trusted me. I feel very privileged to be a captain. It's not an opportunity you get every day. I'm glad that they trust me on the field to be a leader for them and take care of them.
What's some of the things you've enjoyed doing with your teammates? Is it traveling, going out to eat, just being on the football field?
I mean, everything with teammates great. I hang out with them on weekends, during games. We grew up together. We're just all a very good group of best friends.
I've got to ask you this. I remember when your dad played football, but actually he wore number 50 and you wore number 50. Was that a goal of yours to wear number 50?
It's always been a goal of mine. I've always wanted to follow exactly in his footsteps. He was a captain his senior year, and he's went 9-1 and went to playoffs. I've always wanted to follow right in his footsteps since I was in midget league. I even tried wearing number 50.
What's maybe one of your favorite memories of being a member of the black and gold football team?
Just always having a brother with you is one of my favorite memories. I have so many with them, it's just so hard to pick one.
I know you guys have kind of jointly said your ultimate goal this season is go to Wheeling and win a state championship. Do you think this team is capable of doing that?
I think this is one of the first times they've had a chance in a very long time. Last year we were great, but I think we're just so much better this year.
All right, final question. What's your favorite memory as a Skyhawk?
Probably when we won first round of playoffs last year against East Fairmont. That was probably one of my favorite memories.
All right, Braden, thanks for stopping by. Braden Queen, captain of the Scott Skyhawk football team. We'll be back with more on the Burnside Hardware halftime report after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hey. Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas. No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night? Call us 24/7.
Great. Because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Oh, yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today. At Hanley Funeral Home, we offer unique opportunities for families to create healing moments after loss. With over 55 years of experience serving the Boone, Logan, and Lincoln communities, our staff will help you discover ways to pay tribute, whether that be at a burial service at one of our cemeteries or a personalized lasting memorial. Visit us at www.handleyfh.com or call 304-369-0718. The Handley family of business thanks you for your support.
WZAC 92.5 FM Danville, Madison. And now back to more black and gold football action. Here is the voice of the Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
We are at the half at Skyhawk Field. The number 3 ranked Scott Skyhawks lead the 6th ranked Winfield Generals at the half by a score of 28-21. Now, Chris, let's take a look at some statistics from the first half in tonight's ball game.
We'll start off with Winfield, 11 first downs on the evening. They have no turnovers. Time of possession is about 17 minutes. They have 28 rushes for 99 yards, 8 pass plays, 4 completions for 62 yards. For Scott, 13 first downs. They are 4 of 6 on third down and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception through the air. They have 17 carries for 90 yards, 8 completions on 16 attempts for 220 yards. Individually, we'll start off with Winfield. Passing, Chris Massey's 4 of 8 for 62 yards. Receiving, you've got Aiden Hernandez has all 4 catches for 62 yards. And then rushing, you've got Chris Massey, 8 carries for 71 yards. Jace Miller is 7 carries for 34 yards. Matt Daly, 1 carry for 7 yards. And then K. Jawan Pearson has 3 touchdowns. For Scott, passing, Matt Fry is 8 of 15 for 223 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Carson Brigger, 4 catches, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Braden Clark, 2 catches, 65 yards, a touchdown. Isaiah Bush, 1 catch for 39. And Jax McCarty, 1 catch for 15. Preston Cooper, 11 carries, 57 yards, a touchdown. Carson Brenniger, 4 carries for 27 yards.
Take a look at it. Scoring, of course, Winfield scored on their opening drives, 5 plays, 62 yards. K1 Pearson scored on a 2-yard run. Martinez, kicked the extra point. Winfield jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Skyhawks jumped right back, 9:42 to go in the first quarter. Matt Fry connected with Braden Clark, good for 46 yards. That was 2 plays, 61 yards. Skyhawks missed the extra point, and they trailed 7-6. 6:41 to go in the first. K1 Pearson once again scored on a 1-yard run for Winfield. Martinez once again kicked the extra point. Generals jumped out 14-6. Then it was Preston Cooper on a 1-yard run for Scott. And then Cooper scored the 2-point conversion, and the game was tied at 14 apiece. K1 Pearson then scored again for Winfield with 11:55 to go in the second quarter. Martinez kicked the extra point. They jumped out to a 21-14 lead. Matt Fry then threw 2 more touchdowns before the half was over. 3:18 to go in the half. Connected to Carson Brenninger. That one was good for 80 yards. Preston Cooper caught the pass for the 2-point conversion. And then Matt Fry connected with Braden Clark on a 19-yard pass play with just 14 seconds to go in the half. And the extra point failed, and that leads us to a 28-21 halftime score. Both teams have made their way back out on the field. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff after this. You're listening to Scott Scout Football on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Toyota is here for all your automotive needs. We have a large selection of new 2023 Tacomas, RAV4s, Highlanders, Camrys, and Corollas in stock and available for immediate delivery. Right now, get rates as low as 3.99% for 48 months on select new Toyota models, or get 4.99% financing for 60 months. Be sure to give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with our $995 genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. It's a whole new ballgame.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of it. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner, got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm a line, but the one about the cage, I need.
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Danville. Free parking the entire length of the building.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
We are ready to get things started here in the second half. Skyhawks lead the Winfield Generals by a score of 28-21. And Chris Barrett, what are the keys to the game for the Skyhawks here in the second half?
Well, you've got to stop the run, but I think the biggest thing Scott can do right out of the half is to go down and put a touchdown on the board, because it's going to make Winfield have to throw the ball more than what they really want to. It still isn't going to make them abandon the run, but they're going to have to get more chunk plays, and that's going to be the key to success. Right now, you're being fooled of where they're going to run the ball, and it's hard for your defense to kind of stop multiple spots on the field. Make them one-dimensional to where they have to throw the ball, or two-dimensional where they have to throw the ball more, and you're going to have a lot more success. Offensively, just keep putting the ball in your playmakers' hands, and then good things are going to happen.
Martinez ready to kick it off for the Generals. Skyhawks have 3 return guys back deep for the Skyhawks. In the middle, standing back at the 15 is Brenninger. Martinez is set, and the officials have given these sign to get the third quarter underway. This is the West Virginia Army National Guard Gridiron Series. Here comes the kick. It's a low end-over-end kick. Oh, and it's missed. And Brenniger goes back, picks it up at the 7-yard line, comes up across the 10, 15, 20. He breaks. He's across up to the 30. That was a heck of a return considering that was a broken play.
Yeah, you always kind of think that those plays are going to hinder you, but with Carson Brenniger's speed and his vision, it sometimes actually helps him because he lets all the defenders kind of get around him, and then he's able to find space and get upfield. And that time, it helped him a lot because he's able to get a 21-yard gain in what looked bleak. They are now up out of the shadow of their own goal line up to 31.
1st and 10, Scott. Fry goes from the gun. Twin receivers to the near side. McCarty moves over to the left side. Fry calls the numbers. Takes the snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper runs into the line. He will go forward for a couple, and that'll be all. Looks like a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, they attempted to get the outside run right there to Preston Cooper, but Scott was able to seal the edge, but it wasn't a good enough seal. The defensive end was able to shove the tight end back into Preston Cooper and cause him to go back into the middle of that Winfield defense.
Scott will bring 3 receivers to the near side this time. Fry from the gun. Calls the numbers. Plenty of time. Drops back, wants to pass. Fires one across the middle, complete to Brenniger. Across the 45 and the 50. He's brought down at midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks at the Winfield General 49-yard line.
Yeah, that time again, you've seen Winfield try to play underneath on that RPO read on the slant pattern to Carson Brenniger, but he is too fast. And the timing with him and with Matt Fry and Carson Brenniger is so good. He's able to fire it out there quick, get a dart to him, and get Carson in a little bit of space and pick up that 1st down.
Once again, 3 receivers will line up wide to the near side with the ball at midfield. Matt Fry from the gun. Takes a snap, fires a quick pass to Brenniger. Complete. He's across the 50. Still on his feet. Goes at the 40. Breaks the tackle. He's inside. Still on his feet. Going inside the 30 before being brought down. What a play by Carson Brenniger after making the catch.
Yeah, he was actually kind of held up at around about a 4-yard gain and just able to break that arm tackle of the cornerback and gets inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10, Scott at the Winfield 28. Winfield kind of changes up their defense a little bit, brings a lot of those guys back up to the line.
21-yard pickup for Carson Brenniger.
Fry from the gun. Triple receivers to the near side. Takes the snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns up. He's inside across the 25, down to about the 22, 23-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. I think they're going to give it to him at the 22. And that's going to be a gain. Going to mark it at midfield, about the 22 and a half, it looks like. Yeah. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. For Scott. They're out of the huddle. Once again, they'll go triple receivers near side. Matt Fry from the gun. Fry takes it, fakes a handoff. Fry keeps it. He goes around outside, and he's going to go for the 1st down, and I believe he gets it on the far side of the field, inside the 20.
They're going to give him about the 17, 18.
And that will be a Scott 1st down. They'll move the sticks. They will put it at the Winfield 17-yard line. 1st down, Scott.
Pickup of about 5 on the play.
Skyhawks out of the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock. 9:24 on the game clock. Fry from the gun. Cooper to his left. Fry calls the signals.
Timeout, Winfield.
And Winfield didn't like what they saw. They'll take a timeout. So that burns the 1st timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout as well. 9:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. Scott leads the Generals 28-21 here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
As mayor of Huntington, there's 3 things I promise everyone. A 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, free maintenance, and the best price right up front with friends and family pricing.
Dutch Miller Hyundai in
I mean, Huntington is the place to get deals like 0% financing on Elantras, Konas, and Santa Fe's, or drive this venue for as low as $199 a month. No. It's Huntington. It's going to be the biggest thing since Santa Fe, maybe even Tucson.
To schedule your free consultation. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And now back to more Scott Skyhawk Sports on Z92.
Scott ready to go. Matt Fry from the gun. Fry takes it, hands it off to Preston Cooper. He comes to the near side. He's got some room. He's at the 15, still on his feet, inside the 10 before being brought down at about the 8-yard line. Good job, Preston Cooper.
Yeah, that's just the vision of Preston Cooper. He kind of gets shut down around the outside, allows his blocks to kind of come over and seal it a little bit more, and because of that, he's able to pick up an extra about 4 more yards and get down to about the 9-yard line. Gain of 8 for Preston Cooper.
It's going to be second down and a short 2 for the Skyhawks. They'll send triple receivers out to the far side of the field. Fry from the gun. Hands it off to Cooper. Cooper goes right. He goes right up the right side tackle. He should have the first down and more as they try to stand him up and strip the ball. And the whole pile of camo and white jerseys finally go to the ground. They're going to give him the spot at the 6-yard line. First and goal, Scott.
Yeah, that time it was he just put his head down and went right in straight to the back of his offensive line and helped him shove forward and was able to pick up 3 and get the first down for Scott.
Actually, they're going to spot it at about the 6.5-yard line. First and goal, Scott. Opening drive here in the third quarter. Now the triple receivers for Scott will go to the near side. McCarty lines up the tight end on the far side. Fry takes it, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper up the middle. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Scott.
Again, just perfect vision there from Preston Cooper. It was a designed run to go to the left side of the offensive line to the far side of us here at the press box, but he's able to see a hole open up right around that one hole in between the center and the right guard, and he's able to cut it back into the middle of the field and get up into the end zone for an easy touchdown.
Good job, Preston Cooper, finding the holes and making his way into the end zone. Scott going for the 2-point conversion. Triple receivers will line up wide to the near side. Fry from the gun. Ball in the middle of the field. Fry takes a snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper will run into the end zone. And a little debate there. Some say yay, some say no. The official says he did not make it in. So the run fails. But the Scott Skyhawks jump out to a 34-21 lead over the Winfield Generals in this Cardinal Conference matchup here at Skyhawk Field.
Yeah, it was a 8-play, 69-yard drive. Took almost 4 minutes off the clock. But that's exactly what Scott needed to do right there to come out of the halftime already with a touchdown lead, put points on the board, and make Winfield play behind the 8 ball, 2 touchdowns, and now you're going to force them to become more 2-dimensional instead of the 1-dimensional that they are wanting to run the football, and now you're going to have to see them put the ball into the hands of Chris Massey to try to put it in the air and test that injured shoulder.
The general return team already on the field. Skyhawks still huddled up with Coach Jeremy Dolan here at midfield in front of the Skyhawk bench. Now here come the Skyhawks. Winfield wearing white jerseys trimmed out in gold, black pants, green helmets with that Winfield W on the side. Scott wearing camo jerseys tonight, black pants, and that traditional Skyhawk helmet. 8:09 showing on a third quarter clock, and Ryan Neal will kick it away for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks now huddle up. Play clock at 15. Now here come the Skyhawks.
I'm Ryan Neal. I'm figuring out where number 5 is on the field, and I'm kicking to the opposite direction.
Yeah.
He's lined up on the far side over there right now.
Here comes Neal. Kick, a high end-over-end kick. It will bounce at the 18. He picks it up. That's Martinez. and he comes back. He breaks a tackle, comes up to the near side in front of the Scott bench, and, man, he run into – got to see the number here before I make a call. Number 12 for the Skyhawks, that was Caden Sutphin, but he finally got to him and hit him hard, and the Generals will start at their own 42-yard line, actually 42 and a half. We'll just break it in the middle. Here come the Generals out of the huddle. 8:01 showing in the third quarter. Plenty of time on the play clock. Triple receivers near side. Quarterback goes under center, hands it up the middle, and the quarterback hands it off to the second man in the backfield. That's K'Wan Pearson. I thought he handed it off to number 4 up the middle. He went nowhere, was Jace Miller.
Officials missed a blatant hold out there on the outside around midfield. The offensive lineman had him locked up, and he was unable to move and get around. Tough call there, right in front of the 2 officials.
1st and 10, Winfield. They'll have the ball at the Scott 45-yard line. Massey goes under center. Steps back, hands it off to number 20. Oh, they had him once, number 32, and he got away. He's going to outrun him down the field, and there's a chance, and there's a flag back up field, and they finally catch up with him at the 5-yard line. Number 32 on the carry, Matthew Daly, but a flag on the play, and they're saying it's against Scott.
I can't tell.
He made a signal, and they're picking up the flag, and I think it's against the Skyhawks. I missed the signal when I looked downfield. But now we have another timeout.
On the defense, apparently.
Do what?
Apparently it's going to be a face mask on the defense. And Jeremy Dolan is not happy right now.
He's mad at somebody.
He's mad at the officiating crew because they missed a blatant hold over there on the far sideline. And then you're going to call a personal foul face masking penalty.
Skyhawks had an injured player.
I think it's Isaiah Bush.
He's kind of holding the side of his head. Got Ben Bush, the Scott trainer, with him as he walks back up the field under his own power. But you can hear the Scott fans, they did not like the call on the field. The Generals come out and the Skyhawks are ready. Now they bring Bush up and sit him on the bench. Just kind of get him calmed down just a little bit. Winfield has the ball at the Scott 2.5. Now they spotted at the 1.
Unsportsmanlike
conduct. Oh, wow. Give him a yard. 7:42 showing on the third quarter clock. Skyhawks up 34-21. Massey will go under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to number 4 into the end zone. Touchdown for the Generals. That will be Jace Miller on the 1-yard run. .739 on the third quarter clock. Martinez on the kick once again for the Generals. Kick is up, and it looks good from here.
No good.
And it's no good.
It was a terrible snap, and Martinez, the holder, had to try to get it down, and Hernandez just unable to be able to get enough momentum stopped in order to not kind of pull that one over to the left.
It's a good break for Scott. That'll still keep the spread at 7 points. 34-27, Scott leads. They'll get the ball back on the kickoff with 7:39 to go here in the third quarter.
You want to know how hot Jeremy Dolan is? He took off his vest and his sweater vest and is now down to a
T-shirt. you coaches, especially in a hard-fought battle, a game like this, and then,
he's still down here giving this back judge a piece of his mind.
Now he comes up and starts talking to
I don't know if Dean Brenniger's going down to start in on him or what, if he's just trying to get in between the two.
It's hard to tell. Martinez will kick from our right to left.
You say you coaches. I've never been like that to an umpire in baseball, so I don't know what you're talking about, you coaches.
Oh, here we go. Martinez kicking off for the Generals. High end over end kick, and they will let it roll into the end zone. Scott will take the touchback. And a flag on the play. Back deep at the 16-yard line. Are they pointing to Scott? They're pointing at Scott, not sure.
I do see Isaiah Bush back on the field, so that's.
Here comes the white hat. Personal foul. Oh, against Winfield. Woo! Personal foul against Scott. Offsetting penalties. Of course. So Scott will start the drive at their own 20. Push after the play. Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Scott will send 3 receivers to the near side. Tight end McCarty on the far side. Bush from the gun. Hand off to Preston Cooper. Cooper's got some run across the 25. Comes up, sidesteps one at the 30, 35, 40. Cuts back the middle. They catch him at the 45-yard line.
He was down.
And he was down before the ball popped loose. It'll be a Scott first down at the Scott 46-yard line.
Big break right there. I do think that was the right call. I do think he was down. I don't know if they've got it over here on the.
He was out of bounds. Anyway, they'll move the sticks. First down, Scott. Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. First and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 7-10 on a rolling clock here in the third quarter. Triple receivers on the far side of the field. Matt Fry takes a snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper goes up the middle and goes over the 50 down to about the 49, 48-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 49. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now for Scott. Clock continues to roll.
Cooper, after that play, got kind of folded up awkwardly on his legs. One was underneath him and one was kind of done the split. So luckily that he wasn't a little hobbled after that play.
Triple receivers line up far side for Scott. Tight end to the near side. Fry from the gun. Fry calls the signals, drops back, wants to pass, and he is under some pressure. He rolls right, and it is thrown and caught down at the Winfield 40-yard line. On the catch is Carson Brenniger. First down, Scott.
Yeah, you've seen it. I'm sure we're going to see the video replay from Video Productions right here. Matt Fry tries to step in the pocket and look downfield, but he sees that there's nowhere to step and pulls it out and runs to our near side. And when he does, Carson Brenniger on a drag route has a couple steps on his receiver, on his cornerback. He's able to get it.
Here's the replay. Rolls right and just perfectly threads the needle for the pass. First down, Scott at the general 40-yard line. Now the receivers go from the far side to the near side of the field. Plenty of time on the play clock. Triple receivers. Fry from the gun. Drops back under some pressure. Rolls right. Throws one downfield. And it is caught at the 5-yard line. And brought down inside the 5 on the catch is Carson Brenniger. No.
Braden Clark.
Braden Clark, I'm sorry.
They're going to give him the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
It looked like he was inside.
He was inside the 5 when he caught the dang thing. Rolled down to the 3, but the Skyhawks lead this game 34-27, knocking on the door in the red zone once again. In those camo uniforms, Matt Fry from the gun. Hands it off to Preston Cooper. He turns upfield. Touchdown, Preston Cooper. 5-yard run for Scott.
Again, just the vision to be able to see a hole develop. It's an outside run. Preston Cooper turns it into an inside run, sees a hole, in between the center and left guard and just cuts it right back up. And whenever he does, because of the defensive front was going moving to the far side, he cuts it back up into the middle and has an easy touchdown for the Skyhawks.
5:07 showing on the third quarter. Skyhawks jump out to a 40-27 lead. Scott going for the 2-point conversion. Here goes a man in motion. Throws it. And it is complete.
Jax McCarty
How
picks
in the
one
world?
off of the shoe tops.
How in the world did he thread that in there to McCarty?
It's more of an impressive catch than anything. He picks it up literally off of his shoe tops and is able to haul that thing in there. And as I've said many a times, if we look for Jax McCarty, good things are going to happen because of his size and his ability to just go and snatch the ball.
Scott has jumped out to a 42-27 lead with 5:07 to go here in the third quarter at Skyhawk Field. And we say this all along, this is one of the biggest games in Scott football history.
Yeah, and now the missed extra point on this last touchdown for Winfield's looming large because now it's a 15-point lead. And at some point, they're going to have to go for a 2-point conversion as this game gets later and later because there's 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. And unless they score quick right here, they're probably going to get into the fourth quarter, and it's really going to be late.
And Scott's Ryan Neal will be kicking off from our left to right. Quick score update. North Marion leads Roane County 39. Well, where'd it go? 39-26, that game in the third quarter. Liberty Harrison trails Robert C. Byrd 26-20. James Monroe over Nicholas County 28-12. Here we go. Here comes Neal's kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the 16, across the 20, coming to the near side, turn back upfield, and he is caught from behind, taken down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, this time again, they're smart and kick it away from Tanner. It looks like they're switching sides every kickoff of where Tanner's going to be at, and this time they guessed wrong.
Mingo Central knocks off Chapmanville 50-6. East Fairmont and Lewis County all tied up at 28 that game in the fourth quarter. Herbert Hoover all over Poca 57-3. Shady Springs defeats Liberty Raleigh 28-14. And here we go. Massey from the gun drops it. He's going to try to keep it, and a little pitch out forward, and he goes out of bounds at about a 3-yard gain over there. It looks like they're going to give him a nice little gain. I believe they give him a couple yards on that one.
Yeah, it's going to be number 4, Jace Miller. He's going to pick up about 4 on the play up to about the 34 or 49 or 39-yard line, if I could talk and do math at the same time.
Nitro leads Sissonville 69-20 that game in the third quarter. Winfield set and ready. Second down and 5. Massey hands it off to the man in the backfield, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a couple. It'll be third down for the Generals.
Yeah, they're going to give him about 2 on the play. It's Jace Miller yet again up to about the 41-yard line, but line up in that wing T this time and just hand it off to the first man through. We're going to bring up about third and a long 3, maybe a little 4.
Yeah, we'll call it a long 3. Ball at the Winfield 43-yard line. Massey from the gun hands it off to Jace Miller, and he tried to throw it, and the backfield is fumbled, and they're still walking around back it, and it's going to be a big loss for Winfield.
Massey was the ball carrier.
Massey was the ball carrier, and he got caught deep for the sack.
Yeah, he's the one that fumbled it, and luckily number 5 for Winfield was the one that was able to come up with it.
Here's the Caldwell Insurance instant replay. As you'll see, faked the handoff. He was hit immediately, and they tried to go back on him, and he just went. Then the ball started bobbling around, and they finally, Winfield picked it up, and now the punting team is on for the Generals. Punter standing back at his own 22-yard line. Good snap. Oh, and somebody laid the lumber back here, and the ball hits about the 40, takes another Winfield roll and a flag.
I think this is going to go against Winfield.
Over here right in front of the Scott bench. I mean, he threw it high. It looks like it's going to be against number 5, Trevon Tanner. Still waiting on the official to go over and talk to the white hat, give him the call. Officials are talking. Personal foul, face masking against Winfield.
So it should push the ball up to about close to midfield.
Midfield, yeah. Looks like the ball would have been marked off about the 34. Now they mark off the 15-yard penalty. Yeah, looks like it's going to be, they're going to spot the ball at the Scott 44-yard line. Well, 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Skyhawks. Dual receivers to the near side. Actually, triple receivers near side. Fry from the gun. Fry takes a snap, drops back. Looking, rolls right under some pressure, or rolls left, throws it away into the Winfield bench. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, good job there by Matt Fry. He rolls, sees that there's nothing there, and instead of trying to take a blow from the Winfield secondary, he just throws it over into the Winfield bench, lives to fight another down.
2nd and 10, Scott. 3:18 on a stop clock. Scott leads this game 42-27. 2nd and 10, Scott. Ball at their own 45-yard line. Skyhawks out of the huddle. They'll bring 3 receivers near side, tight end to the far side. Fry from the gun, calls the signals, takes the snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper falls forward. He'll get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to lose a yard. 3rd down and 11 now for Scott.
Brings up a 3rd down for the Skyhawks.
Matt Fry comes over and confers with the offensive coordinator, Glenn Fry. Third and 11. Ball back. Actually, almost
a long 12.
Yeah,
or
really.
short 12.
Twin receivers far side, single wide out to the near side. Fry from the gun. Man in motion, Brenniger. Fires one down the middle. It's caught. No, it's dropped. Intended for Jax McCarty at about the 10-yard from the line of scrimmage down around the 45. Pass goes incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 11.5 for Scott.
It would have been enough for the 1st down if McCarty was able to haul it in. He just wasn't able to.
That'll stop the clock at 2:33 here in the 3rd quarter. Play clock at 14 and rolling. Here come the Skyhawks. David Fennessy back to punt. Better do something. Play clock at 4. Play clock at 2. He gets it off. It's a spiraling kick, and it hits at the 30, bounces back to about the 25, the end of the 26. Scott will down it. That's where the Generals will put it in play with 2:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. Got a nice spot out of it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 28-yard line. Actually, about the 27.5. Here come the Generals out of the huddle. They'll send 2 receivers out wide to the far side. Massey goes under center, the quarterback, hands it off. And Massey keeps it, goes around to the right side. And he is brought down over there near the line of scrimmage. And he may have lost a yard. Waiting on the spot from the official.
I think they're going to keep it. No game.
Golly, Neds.
But that's a read option type play. He has the option to hand it to the fullback, Miller, or keep it. And we've seen him do that a number of times. Like this time, Scott does a good job of sealing out that outside.
Loss of a foot. It'll be 2nd down and a little over 10. Massey goes under center. And this time he pitches it to a guy in the backfield, and he's going down for a big loss. Several Skyhawks back there to make the tackle. And that's going to be inside the 20. Here's the instant replay, the Stevens Auto instant replay on Video Productions. The quarterback takes the snap, turns and hands it off, and he is hit there immediately.
I believe that was number 32, Matt Daly, the speedster they were trying to get the ball to. And Scott did not fall for the trickeration right there. They tried to go an inside handoff after faking it to the man in motion in the wing tee.
It's going to be third down to about 18, and Winfield's going to have to take a timeout. And the Skyhawks, they're trying to get this crowd pumped up and in this ball game. 1:02 remaining to go in the third quarter. And we will take a quick timeout here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
Help protect your family.
WCAC, Danville, Madison. And now let's go back to the field. Here's the voice of the Scott Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
It's third down and about 18 for the Winfield Generals. They're going for it. Here on third down, quarterback from the gun, drops back, wants to pass. He's looking, rolls right, stops, fires one downfield. It is was it intercepted?
Intercepted by Braden Clark.
Yes, intercepted by Braden Clark. And it's Scott Skyhawk football at the Scott 44-yard line. Or actually the Winfield General 44-yard line.
Nose for the football. He knows where it's going to be, and he just always seems to be there. I don't understand why he's not being in the starting secondary all season. Nick Mullins has said all season too that he's been their best cover guy at safety all year, and he's shown it. 6 interceptions now.
Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. From the gun, here comes Brenniger in motion. Hand off to Brenniger. Brenniger coming to the near side, turns upfield, and he's across the 35 down to the 30, and it is going to be another first down for Scott, I do believe. Yes, it is. Down to they'll spot it at the Winfield 30. 46 seconds on the play clock here in the third quarter. Clock rolling, 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Skyhawks will get one more play off. Here they come out of the huddle. Chase Dials leads up to the ball. Twin receivers near side, a wide out to the far side. Brenniger, handoff to Preston Cooper. Cooper inside the 25 before being stopped. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. Gain of 7. And that will end the third quarter of play. The score, the number 3 Scott Skyhawks 42, the 6th-rated Winfield Generals 27. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC, Video Productions, and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
The entire team at Stevens. The short drive to Danville and come see us where the Make the Summer sales event is in full swing at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got savings on all models, including up to $14,000 below MSRP on the 2023 Ram Limiteds and 15% off MSRP on the 2023 Jeep Compasses. And the new 2024 Wranglers are awesome and arriving daily. So come see us for the Make the Summer sales event at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 119 in Danville.
At Hanley Funeral Home, we offer unique opportunities for families to create healing moments after loss. With over 55 years of experience serving the Boone, Logan, and Lincoln communities, our staff will help you discover ways to pay tribute, whether that be at a burial service at one of our cemeteries or a personalized lasting memorial. Visit us at www.handleyfh.com or call 304-369-0718. The Handley family of business thanks you for your support.
3 3 quarters are in the books, and the Skyhawks lead 42-27. Hawks have the ball. They toss it, and they get inside the 20 down to the 15. On the carry for the Skyhawks, that's Carson Brenniger. Excuse me.
Got him inside the 15 down to about the 15.5, 14-yard line.
Yeah, we'll call it the 14.5. First down, Scott. Here they come out of the huddle. Twin receivers near side. Single wide out to the far side. Fry from the gun. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper comes near side. He is caught at the line of scrimmage. Tries to jump forward, and he'll lose about a foot on the play. Just didn't have anywhere to go. General defense read that one. Second down and 10. Matt Fry comes over and talks to Glenn Fry, gets the play, goes to the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock.
He should be in no hurry to snap the football right now.
Play clock at 14. Matt Fry from the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper goes right, turns upfield, inside down close to the 10-yard line. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Now they're going to give him about the 6-yard line.
And he's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1. Play clock just now starting. Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Twin receivers near side. Single wide out to the far side. Matt Fry takes a snap. Hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns upfield. Falls across the 5. He'll pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal with the 4 for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, as I said, no hurry to snap the football. I'd milk the play clock down inside the 10, probably closer to the 5, and then just snap it and take off as much time of this clock as you possibly can with a 2-touchdown lead and knocking on the door now.
Looks like the ball is actually spotted at about the 3-yard line. Scott set and ready to go. Same formation. Fry from the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper starts outside, nowhere to go. He comes back. He may lose a yard on the play.
Preston Cooper on the carry. Loss of yardage brings up 2nd down and goal.
It'll be 2nd and 4 now for the Skyhawks as he loses a yard on the play. Plenty of time on the play clock just now at 23. Game clock 9:17 and rolling. Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Twin receivers far side, single wide out to the near side. Fry from the gun. Hands it off to Carson Brenninger. Brenninger turns it up inside. Brenninger still on his feet. He gets down to about the 2-yard line. See where they spot it. And that's where they will spot it. Inside the 2. 3rd and goal for the Skyhawks. Play is sent in. Fry jumps into the huddle with the players. Here comes Scott. They will go with a tight formation. Fry goes under center. Fry turns, hands it off to Carson Brenninger. He's into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown. Carson Brenninger and the Skyhawks on the board once again with 8:08 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, we've seen them run that play quite a bit. Preston Cooper becomes the fullback in that situation. Carson Brenninger lines up in that wing formation, and then they just come out and run a stretch play with Carson Brenninger, with Preston Cooper being the lead blocker, getting out there. And in that situation, Carson's able to try to get to the corner and then cut it back in.
Here's the Caldwell Insurance instant replay. Nobody even touches Brenninger as he runs into the end zone. Scott going for the 2-point conversion. Fry goes under center. They'll hand it off to Isaiah Bush. He's trying to get outside. and they will take him out of bounds over on the far side of the play, and the PAT will fail. Scott will jump out to a 48-27 lead over the Winfield Generals. So the defense has stepped up here in the second half, and you said that's what needed to happen for the Skyhawks to be able to shut down the Generals.
Yeah, and now you've made it to where definitely now down 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, Winfield's going to have to throw the ball, and that's not what they want to do. They're a team that wants to run the ball to set up the pass, the complete opposite of what Scott is, where Scott wants to try to throw the ball to set up the run. Winfield wants to run the ball to set up the pass. Now you're going to be calling a lot more pass plays, and we've seen Massey's not been especially comfortable throwing the ball here tonight. He's had the one long pass play to Hernandez that was about 30 yards. But other than that, he's not looked real comfortable throwing the football, and that puts an advantage Scott with much speed as they got and the type of secondary that they have. It puts an advantage Scott here in the fourth quarter.
Real quickly, while we got just a few seconds, I would like to thank the Scott Skyhawk football team. When we came in the press box tonight, there was thank you cards at each of our places. The PA announcer, the score clock operator, Chris and I, thank you guys very much. It's never been even thought of probably in the past history. But thank you, Skyhawks, for the thank you card.
Yeah,
that really meant a lot. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Skyhawks will be kicking from our right to left. Ryan Neal has it teed up at the 40. Here comes Neal. End over end kick. It is fielded at the 18. Across the 20. Number 5 on the return. He gets around and he is hit at the 35. That's about all he is going to go down. On the return is Trayvon Tanner. And they are going to get the ball, looks like at the 35, maybe the 36. Looks like the 36-yard line is where the Generals will put it in play, 1st and 10. 8:01 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks up 48-27. Here come the Generals out of the huddle, 1st and 10. Being led by quarterback Chase Massey. Massey goes under center. Turns, wants to pass. He's under a ton of pressure. Just unload one downfield, and it is almost intercepted, but it is not. Braden Clark was right there. Daggone.
I'm telling you, Braden Clark just has a nose for the football. He read that play. They actually had Scott beat on that play, and Braden Clark's foot speed to be able to shut that play down, recognize it, and recover from it from that far side safety position was just phenomenal right there.
2nd and 10 for the Generals. This time Massey, they are all looking at they'll go from the gun this time. Massey drops back, wants to pass. Looks, fires across the way. It's a little screen pass, and he's got some room. And if they can catch him, he's still on his feet. Finally take him down at about the 35-yard line of Scott. And that'll be a big pass play for the Generals on that one.
It was a completion to number 3, K'Wan Pearson. And as you said, Joe, it was just everyone was running to this near side. They throw it back to the far side, and there was just nobody over there for K'Wan Pearson to contend with.
Ball at the Scott 35-yard line. 1st down, Winfield. Clock rolling at 7:34. Quarterback from the gun. Massey drops back, wants to pass, rolls right. He's looking, fires one downfield. It is intercepted by the Scott Skyhawks. He's at the 20, rolls back to the other side, still going east to west, turns up the field, finally runs out of bounds. A flag back here. A flag back at the 35-yard line. Waiting on the official. It's going to be personal foul against the Generals. Or against, now they mark it against the Generals. May have been offsetting penalties.
I think it might be offsetting, but if you watch the replay, if they show it here, Massey had a receiver wide open in the middle of the field at about the 30-yard line. That would have been an easy completion. Instead, he decides to throw it downfield into a bunch of traffic, and because of that, just nowhere for
now they're marking the penalty. Well, I thought they were marking it up against Scott. Yeah, they are going to mark the penalty off against Scott. Blindside hit. Personal foul. Blindside hit against Scott. They'll mark the ball back at the Scott 15-yard line. First down, Skyhawks. Scott set and ready to go. Fry from the gun. Brenniger in motion, hands it off to, and they catch him quickly. Hand off to Preston Cooper. I mean, he didn't even take a step, and he got blindsided over there on about a 4-yard loss. Second down, 14 now for the Skyhawks. Clock rolling, 6:51 and rolling. Play clock at 20. Skyhawks huddle up at their own 5-yard line. Twin receivers near side, single wide out to the far side. Second down, 14 for Scott. Fry from the gun. Brenniger in motion, hands it off to Brenniger. Brenniger turns upfield. He's got some room at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Up near the 35-yard line. He will pick up the Scott first down, and another big flag over there. Well, maybe it wasn't a flag. Maybe that's somebody throwing a football in the bleachers over there. Looked like a flag, but apparently it was not a flag. First and 10, Scott. They are up to the Scott 35-yard line.
About a 25-yard pickup for Carson Brenniger.
Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Fry from the gun. Fry looking at the clock. Takes the snap, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper breaks a tackle up the middle, up to the 40. They first caught him at the original line of scrimmage. He broke through that one, and he will pick up 5-6 yards on the play. Second down and 4 now for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, the ends are crashing down and trying to take away that inside run that Preston Cooper's been getting all night. And that time, Preston Cooper just runs through an arm tackle and is able to pick up about 4 more yards on the play.
Skyhawks, plenty of time, 15 seconds on the play clock as they come out of the huddle. In those West Virginia Army National Guard camo uniforms, triple receivers to the near side. Fry from the gun. Fry quickly, pass complete to Brenniger. Brenniger goes upfield, and he is taken out at the 42-yard line, a gain of 2. It's going to be third down and about 3 for the Skyhawks. Game clock stops at 5:05. They will spot the ball at the 41. Wow. Here comes Skyhawks out of the huddle. Twin receivers near side. Single wide out the far side. Fry looks at the clock. Plenty of time. Hands off to Brenniger. Brenniger goes outside. Turns upfield. He'll have the first down and more. He'll slide down at the 48-yard line after he picks up the first down.
And most importantly, he slid down inbounds.
4:58, and the clock continues to roll as they move the sticks for the Skyhawks first down. .443, clock continues to roll. 15 seconds on the play clock. Scott is set and ready. Matt Fry from the gun. Burning all the clock he can. Brenniger, now they're going to hand it to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns upfield. He'll get to about the 49-yard line. He'll pick up a couple. It'll be second down and 8 now for the Skyhawks. They'll mark the ball right at midfield. Clock continues to roll at 4:07.
To all of our fans, we do ask that as you leave, please pick up the trash around your seating area.
Scott huddles up, just burning clock at this point. Game clock at 3:50 and continues to roll. Brenniger moves from the left side to the right side. Matt Fry fakes the handoff, passes oh, and it's in and out of the hands of Jax McCarty. That will stop the clock. 3rd down and 8. 3:39 on the clock. Skyhawks lead this one 48-27. Third down Skyhawks. Here they come out of the huddle. Single wideouts both sides of the field. Matt Fry from the gun. Fry drops back, pitches it into the hands of Carson Brenniger. He's across the 45-40, 35-30, still on his feet. And they're saying he'll step out of bounds at the 29-yard line. But it is a Scott Skyhawk first down. And that will stop the clock at 3:31 to go in the ball game. First and 10, Scott at the Winfield 29-yard line. Skyhawks in the huddle, plenty of time on the play clock at 15 and rolling. Here comes Scott to the line. 6 seconds. They are set. And they will take a 5-yard penalty on the delay of game.
Delay of game on the Skyhawks.
Now they're saying Scott's taking a timeout, but they're still marking the penalty off. And Jeremy Dolan is still fired up at the officials down there. Why would you take a timeout? Now they're waving off the flag. It's timeout Scott. Well, then they need to move the ball back up 5 yards. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 3:31 to go in the ballgame. Scott leads Winfield 48-27 here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
It's true. The most delicious food is only a tap away when you order ahead in the McDonald's app and get 20% off when you spend just $3. How about a tasty Big Mac made with not one, but 2 all-beef patties, a tender and juicy McCrispy, and
Plan? No problem. Just wing it, and we'll do the rest. Plump and juicy? You got it. Fried to perfection? Always. Sauced and tossed, or naked if you prefer. It's always your choice at Geno's. Whether it's a 6 or 10 piece of our famous original wings, or our tasty traditional wings, or a 10-ounce portion of our tender boneless wings, we'll leave your mouth watering for more. We promise we won't wing it, but you should. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
Fennessy goes in motion. Fennessy will take the snap, and they will get Fennessy in the backfield on the blitz. That will, clock continues to roll. Play clock at 30. Scott has plenty of time on 2nd down. Matt Fry comes over and talks to Glenn Fry to get the play. Now he goes to the huddle. Play clock at 17 and rolling. 2nd down and 18 for Scott. Skyhawks set. Fry from the gun. Takes a snap, drops back. Fires one downfield, and it's overthrown as Isaiah Bush cut to the right, and the pass was to the left. It'll be 3rd down for Scott. Clock stops at 2:47. Brenniger into the lineup for Fennessy. Fry comes over and gets the play from the offensive coordinator. Clock rolling. Play clock rolling at 10 seconds. 3rd down and 18. Fry from the gun. Takes a snap, drops back. Hail Marys it downfield once again, and it is in and out of the fingertips of Isaiah Bush. Tried the same play once again. That'll stop the clock at 2:38. 4th down for Scott. Scott will have it 4th down and 18. The ball at the Scott 43 or the 37-yard line. Skyhawks huddle up. This could be the final play of the regular season for senior night as the Skyhawks come to the huddle. They got plenty of time. Game clock is stopped at 2:38. Fry calls the numbers. Brenninger moves from the left side to the right side. Fry will step back a couple of steps. And they'll punt it. And it's fielded at the 20-yard line. He'll take 2 steps, and he is drilled down there by Scott's Carson Brenninger. So the Generals will get it with 2:31 showing on the game clock. The ball will be spotted at the Winfield 23-yard line. Scout defense on the field. Here come the Generals. They'll bring, 2 twin receivers near side, single wide out to the far side. Quarterback, Massey, goes from the gun. And it's a low snap. And he's under a ton of pressure. He's coming left. He is taken down back behind the 20. It'll be a loss of 3. Actually, it'll be a direct snap. Looks like to number 32, Matthew Daly.
Carter McClung on the tackle. Loss on the play.
They will spot the ball at the inside the 20 at about the 19 and a half. Game clock continues to roll at 2 minutes. General set and ready. Here comes, actually the quarterback is K1 Pearson. And the quarterback takes it, throws, it's complete, and they will get him out of bounds up around the 20, actually the 32-yard line. Actually, it is K1 Pearson back here taking direct snaps. And also in the backfield taking snaps is Easton Pinkerton. It's still not first down. 3rd down and 1. Game clock stops at 1:31. Like Pinkerton is actually set up as the quarterback. And Winfield wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:31 to go in the ballgame. Scott 48, Winfield 27. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC and Video Productions.
Choosing a new home is well.
Relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
With Erie Insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that know.
Side, single wide out to the far side. Quarterback goes from the gun for Winfield. Pinkerton drops back. He's under a ton of pressure. He's being sought. He goes down in the backfield at the 15-yard line, making the stop back here. I think it was Caden Suppa, number 12, back there making the stop. It is 4th down now for the Generals. Still now the clock rolls with a minute. And now the punting team comes on for the Game clock at 49 seconds. Play clock at 5. Play clock at 1. They get the snap off, and it'll be a high end-over-end kick. And it takes a big Scott bounce. It'll roll out of bounds inside the 25 across the way, and Scott will get the ball back one more time. 24. 4-yard punt. What a night for the Skyhawks. This is a big victory. 1st and 10, Scott. They will have it inside the 20. Skyhawks come out of the huddle. Game clock showing 34 seconds. Scott is in victory formation. That Fry will take the snap and immediately down it. And Scott will have to do that one more time. And they are going to let the game clock roll out. Skyhawks will go victorious tonight with a 48-27 victory over the Winfield Generals. Skyhawks lining up on the near side to go out and shake hands. And quickly looking over the scoreboard, no score from the Van game. And there's the buzzer. It's all official. And the number 3 Scott Skyhawks knock off the 6th-ranked Winfield Generals as both teams out on the field exchanging handshakes. So we'll get Chris Barrett down on the field to catch up with Coach Dolan here in the meantime. Trying to get this mic cable switched over here real quick so we can. And Barrett is down on the field along with some other media. We had 580 WCHS in with us tonight. Taylor Kennedy with HD Media. And the team still shaking hands out at midfield. And Chris Barrett standing down on the field, anxiously awaiting the coach to go through the line. Winfield has nearly 70 players on their roster. Now they come through. And it looks like North Marion is going to knock off number 2 Roane County, 47-26. That'll be Roane County's first loss of the season. And we're still waiting on the coaches to come through the line. And we are ready just as soon as Chris Barrett can catch up with the coach. And the coaches are all huddling up with the team out on the field. A victorious evening for the Scott Skyhawks. And we are ready whenever Chris Barrett can catch up with Coach down on the field. And finally, they break the huddle. And we're still waiting. Not sure. Okay, Chris Barrett, 580, has got a hold of Coach there. So as they play Country Roads, we'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back with Coach Dolan after this break. Final score tonight, Scott Skyhawks knock off the Winfield Generals 48-27.
Located in the heart of Madison, Miller Brothers Pharmacy is your locally owned and operated community pharmacy dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, you can count on fast, personal attention provided by our experienced and caring staff. They are conveniently located and have a drive-up window for your convenience. Your community-minded pharmacy, Miller Brothers Pharmacy in Madison.
Plan? No problem. Just wing it, and we'll do the rest. Plump and juicy? You got it. Fried to perfection? Always. Sauced and tossed, or naked if you prefer. It's always your choice at Geno's. Whether it's a 6 or 10 piece of our famous original wings, or our tasty traditional wings, or a 10-ounce portion of our tender boneless wings, we'll leave your mouth watering for more. We promise we won't wing it, but you should. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
Let's go down to the field. Chris Barrett has Coach Dolan.
All right, Coach, congratulations first off, 48-27. 48 points, you got a lot to say about your offense, but I want to talk about the defense. Shutout in the second half. After Winfield kind of had their way with you a little bit in the run game, you all were really able to step up and shut it down.
Yeah, we some of our gap responsibilities were just a little off there in the first part of it. Coach Elkins, Coach McClellan did a fantastic job preparing the boys all week for what they were going to see. We had them scouted, I thought, real well. It was just a matter of us executing. And once we kind of got the adjustments made that we needed, got everybody in the right gap responsibility, I thought the defense played great. And then when they had to throw, once they went down, I felt like we got good pressure and played good defense on the back end as well.
You moved Braden Clark kind of more into the starting secondary back there in that safety position. He comes up with interception and probably could have had about 3 more. Explain what that does to your defense.
I mean, when you got a guy back there that covers that much ground, and then, Carson's been a little banged up, so it's been nice to be able to give him a break on one side of the football. Braden just does an excellent job reading the ball out of the quarterback's hand. He got one time tonight where he got kind of looking in the backfield. But other than that, I mean, he makes great reads on the ball, and he's just got the closing speed to play back here. So it's been a great adjustment getting him back here. I think he's up to like 6 interceptions now, and like you said, he could probably have 3 or 4 tonight.
Yeah, and David Fennessy, the guy that you've talked about all year long, we've talked about all year long, about one of the best defensive, if not the best defensive players in the state. He comes up with a big interception. And then Mason Brown coming off the edge over here, backside and chasing down Massey a couple times. Just what was that like?
Well, yeah, like you said, David Fennessy, like I said, he, in my opinion, is the best defensive player in the state. I mean, he's got to be first team, hands down. He gives you the flexibility of playing him up on the line of scrimmage. We play him at linebacker, and then, like I said, we drop into cover 2, and he was playing the back end and breaks an interception. He's capable of doing everything. He sets the tone, gets everybody in the right spots. And, Mason Brown lost his grandfather last night, and kid played a heck of a game. He played with a lot of heart. I know he had a heavy heart tonight, so very proud of him.
Coach, you got one more job to do next week against a much improved Nitro team. We'll wait to call you Cardinal Conference champions then, so that way we can finish the job next week. But what does it mean to come out here and have this type of performance at this type of atmosphere, at a playoff atmosphere, state championship type atmosphere?
It's awesome. I mean, I could tell by the social media hype that we was going to have a pretty good crowd, and then it'd be a military appreciation night, and we've had a couple boys since we took over the program that's enlisted, and then, got men on our staff that have served, so we knew that was going to be a fun thing to do. And then, senior night, it gets a little harder every year. I just keep telling myself we got a lot more games to play, and this was just the last home regular season game, but I just thought overall it was a fantastic performance by the team, and I want to thank the community for coming out and supporting these kids. They love it. They love the energy that the crowd brings, and there's not a better place to play than West Madison on a Friday night.
You kind of went into my last question there. Senior night, it's always tough for coaches and families, but what have this group of seniors meant to you?
Oh, man, we had our senior dinner last night, and like I said, it gets harder every year because the longer you have a group of kids, I mean, as you've been a coach, you grow attached to them, you build those bonds, you build those relationships, and, everybody sees what goes on out here on the sidelines on Friday night and out on the field, but they don't know what goes on behind those walls and how much you grow to love the people that are in your care, and, you're just trying to teach them and mold them and hopefully make them better people, not just better football players, but it's harder every year. Like I said, we've got a lot more games to play, though, so I'll cry when the time's right, but it was a special night for them, and I'm glad that they finished that job. It was one goal down. Now we got one more to finish next week, and then we'll move into the postseason and try to finish those goals.
Coach, congratulations, 9-0. Let's get last one next week.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, Chris Barrett down on the field with Coach Jeremy Dolan, talking to him after the big win tonight. Skyhawks knock off number 6 Winfield by a score of 48-27. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with some stats from the ball game tonight here on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Ball Automotive Group is here for all your automotive needs. We have 3 locations with over 300 new vehicles available and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Ball Automotive has been an integral part of our community, which we have proudly served for over 20 years. With over 1,300 online reviews, you'll see why our customers keep coming back. To see what Advantage Toyota of Barbersville, Ball Toyota of Charleston, and L&S Toyota of Beckley have to offer, visit us online at ballautomotivegroup.com.
No plan? No problem. Just wing it, and we'll do the rest. Plump and juicy? You got it. Fried to perfection? Always. Sauced and tossed, or naked if you prefer. It's always your choice at Geno's. Whether it's a 6 or 10 piece of our famous original wings, or our tasty traditional wings, or a 10-ounce portion of our tender boneless wings, we'll leave your mouth watering for more. We promise we won't wing it, but you should. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
Back at Skyhawk Field, where the number 3 ranked Scott Skyhawks knocked off the 6th ranked Winfield Generals tonight at Skyhawk Field. Quickly, let's jump over to the scoreboard, and it is North Marion knocks off Roane County tonight, 47-26. So we'll have to wait till the playoff rankings come out the first of next week, and as soon as Chris Barrett gets in here and gets his stats fired up, we'll give you some stats. We'll go ahead and give you the scoring for the second half in tonight's ball game. Preston Cooper for Scott scored on the 7-yard run with 8:09 to go in the third quarter. And then Jace Miller for Winfield scored another touchdown. But then Preston Cooper bounced back and scored his second touchdown of the half. He had 3 touchdowns in the game tonight. And then Carson Brenniger capped things off with 8:08 to go. And then it was pretty much just a defensive battle after that. But the third-ranked Scott Skyhawks knock off the 6th-ranked Winfield Generals by a score of 48-27. You got some stats?
Hang on one second. Let me finish something real
Okay. That's a long run from the 50 up to the press box. So just give us a second here, and Chris will get the stats in here for us. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 6:30. We'll be coming to you from Nitro High School as the Scott Skyhawks finish off the regular season as they take on the Nitro Wildcats next Friday. Then postseason play, hopefully Scott will, they should be home for the definitely for the first round, and hopefully for a couple more rounds after that. You about to get it?
Hang on one second. It doesn't compute everything, and I've got to do it manually real quick.
All right. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the scoreboard while he is doing that. See if we got a score on the band game. And we do not. They were hosting Buffalo tonight. Mingo Central knocks off Chapmanville tonight, 50-6. Herbert Hoover over Polka tonight, 57-10. Number 11, Philip Barber over number 12, Lincoln, 42-14. It was Independence over Wyoming East tonight, 69-0. Shady Spring knocks off Liberty Raleigh, 28-14. And Bluefield picks up a win over Giles, Virginia tonight, 47-13. Nitro over Sissonville, 77-26. Point Pleasant looks like they're going to have a easy win tonight over Ripley. Wayne thumps Logan tonight, 55-14. that game on the road at Wayne. And now you got some stats for us?
Yeah, we'll start with Winfield first. 15 first downs on the night, 52 plays, 303 yards of total offense. 38 carries for a little over 200 yards. They had 6 completions for 104 yards. They were 2 of 10 on third down, or 1 of 10 on third down, 0 of 3 on fourth down, and they did have the 2 interceptions. For Scott, 28 first downs on 71 plays for 531 yards of total offense. They had 45 carries for 227 yards. They were 13 of 26 through the air for 304 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. They were 7 of 12 on third down, 0 of 1 on fourth down. Now going to individual stats. We'll start with Winfield. Passing, as we said, Massey, he was 5 of 13 for 91 yards, 2 interceptions. Easton Pinkerton come in, had 1 of 1 for 13 yards. Receiving, you had 4 catches for Aiden Hernandez for 62 yards, 1 catch for 29 yards for K. Jawan Pearson, and 1 catch for 13 yards for Jace Miller. Rushing, Chris Massey, 10 carries, 71 yards. Jace Miller, 10 carries for 41 yards, a touchdown. K. Jawan Pearson had 11 carries for 68 yards and 3 touchdowns on the night. For Scott, Matt Fry, the senior quarterback, 15 of 24 for 310 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Carson Brenniger, 8 catches for 150 yards, a touchdown. Braden Clark, 3 catches for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Preston Cooper, 28 carries for 139 yards, 3 touchdowns. Carson Brenniger, 11 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown.
And that's the way the stats go. Now we got to announce our McDonald's player of the game. I have no idea. I mean, we had so many kids out there on the field contributing tonight. I'm almost give it to the whole ball team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a firm believer in that entire defense, the way they stepped up in the second half, because there's so many people you could give it to on that defense. But if we had to pick one player here tonight, I would say probably Braden Clark. 2 touchdowns, 100 yards receiving, plus he had the interception on the night, and probably could have had about 3 more interceptions for a total of 4. But, you know, defensively, I think, you know, Mason Brown had a spectacular game. David Fennessy had a spectacular game. Braden Clark did extremely well. Carter McClung had come up and made a couple catches after being burnt on that one long pass play. Offensively, you look at it and say 48 points, and you're like, man, somebody had a really good game.
Bunch of players had a good game.
I mean, the defensive side of the ball was just tremendous.
Okay, we'll give the initial player of the game to Braden Clark, and we'll say the entire Scott defense, because like you said, they had an outstanding game, and they were on the field a lot tonight playing against this Winfield General offense. We're going to pretty much wrap up our coverage tonight. Thanks to Garrett Lester from Video Productions and their staff. Chris Barrett, great job tonight. Missy Brown at the station doing our studio engineer. And we'll be back on the air next Friday night at 6:30 from Nitro. That's going to wrap up our coverage tonight. Good night, everyone.